they're coming back again. Blue, I've got the flu since they amputated my tooth. Lordy, Lordy, war is, well, you know, I don't have to tell. Oh, I've got the alcoholic blues, some blues. Prohibition, that's the name. Prohibition drives me insane. I'm so stressy, soon I'll die. I simply grind, evaporate, I scarce that dry. I wouldn't mind to live forever in a train if my thirst had only let me quench, and not with Bevo or ginger ale. I want real stuff by the pail.
Welcome to the Speak Uneasy, a safe space where cancel culture does not exist because we are in a different prohibition era.
Good evening, and welcome to another episode of This is News with your host, The Bartender. Tonight's random read is going to come off of the first book of Corinthians, chapter 5, verses 1 through 8. Fornication in the church. It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife, and ye are puffed up, and have not rather mourned, that he that hath done this deed might be taken away from among you. For I verily, as absent in the body, but present in the spirit, have judged already, as though I were present, concerning him that hath so done this deed. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, when ye are gathered together, and my spirit with the power of our Lord Jesus Christ, to deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Jesus. Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Christ our Passover is sacrificed for us. Therefore let us keep the feast, not the old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. Once again, this random read comes from the first book of Corinthians, chapter 5, verses 1 through 8. Fornication in the church. Interesting read, interesting pick that the Lord has given me today, only because of all the churches that have been, actually, they've been showing their hands. They're showing their true colors, so to say. Very interesting. Anyhow, so tonight I'm not drinking a cocktail, but I am drinking some bourbon, and the bourbon of choice for tonight is Woodford Double Oak Bourbon. I'm drinking it neat. So here's to tonight's show with Woodford Double Oak Bourbon. Cheers. All right. So we are here on another episode of This is News. So without further ado, let me introduce my co-host here, Mr. C. Good evening.
Good evening, Speak. How's it going?
Oh, it is wonderful, man. We made it to Wednesday, dude. We made it to another Wednesday.
We sure did, and all I can say speak is I want to be a new lump.
I don't
Who's the
want.
church fornicating with? No,
Uh,
just kidding. I totally get that.
I don't want to even go in that direction because we're gonna because the some of the, because I gotta admit, like one of the actually a couple of the articles that we have today will be
Yeah.
well, they'll be going in very very interesting directions today, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely challenging for the church kind,
Yes,
the godly, So
yes. So,
cool.
I mean, how you been? You were telling me earlier that you haven't been streaming. So,
I mean, it's only been a couple of days. It feels like I'm playing hooky a lot, but I'm not. Like, I just had some personal stuff I had to take care of around the household, and I'll be back on soon, though.
cool.
New and improved. Been taking care of some of the stuff in the background, like in the meantime, and trying to book some interviews.
Oh man,
And
I hope that goes well with the
so do I. Thank you.
interviews.
We'll see how it goes, though. I'm looking forward to it. I kind of have like a plan of action, but like I haven't. I've only done like a couple of like, I guess, kind of like really independent type of interviews, like outside of like, the foxhole or like people that I know and stuff like that. So it's a work in progress. But other than that, just working on the website still and kind of keeping that fresh as I can. And um, I got to update the podcast still. So I still got my work cut out for me, but it's all good.
That's good, man. It's good to hear that you're pressing on forward in
Hmm.
making your show even better. Because I even noticed your avatar and stuff is it's like different now, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, like, I changed, I like upgraded some of the streaming platform software that I use, so that that really helped, and it makes it look real clean from what I've been told. Like the feedback that I've gotten on it, it looks more professional. Some people were like, "Did you get bought out or something, Mr. C?" I was like, "Nope,
Hmm.
not me." But yeah, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited, and ah, it is a work in progress.
Well, I'm excited for you too, man. I'm excited for you too. I'm always here to support you as much as I can. But lately I haven't been coming into your shows because dude, the DJ end of my end has been,
Hmm.
dude. I've been chasing leads, and then now, like next week Tuesday, I believe I'm gonna be going to this convention for caterers, so I
Oh
can
wow.
so I can network.
Oh
So
cool.
yeah, dude, I've been trying to expand this out. Not to mention also, my daughter and I, we stream on another platform, and that, dude, like that has been getting better as far as,
Yep, the daddy daughter duo.
dude, we've been getting a lot more viewers than usual. Like it's growing, and even when we have our individual sets, like today, we both did a separate set today. I
Hmm.
noticed like there were more than usual on my set today, and then on her set,
Nice.
man, she had, of course, she's gonna have more like viewers than me, but now it's like, dude, she's beginning to get known, dude.
Awesome. She's gonna be able to pay for her college education. Nah, just kidding.
Nah, she ain't going to no college, man. By the time she gets to college, by the time at her age for college, can you imagine? I mean, think about what they're teaching now, bro.
Oh man, I don't
You know what
even
I'm
want to know
saying?
what they'd be. I don't even think I could imagine what they would be
Yeah.
teaching by the time you get to college,
No.
like how to make nuclear bombs or
Yeah,
something, or
I think
how to do a color revolution.
I think my daughter she'll be able to run her own. She'll already by that time she'll be I think she'll be able to buy her own car at that point.
Nice.
And by
And she'll have the skills to pay the bills if she
exactly,
pursues it.
man.
She's good. She's good at what she does
Oh,
already.
she
So
yeah, and I'm not even for me. I agree with you, but I'm not agreeing with you because she's my daughter. I'm agreeing with you because I'm a DJ critiquing another DJ, and she's got some skills, man. And some of the
that's
stuff,
awesome.
some of the stuff she does, it blows my mind. Like I didn't teach you that. Where'd you learn that, man?
Teach me. I know, just kidding.
Hey, dude. Anytime you come, like, whenever you're gonna come here, dude, and if you want to learn how to do it, I don't care. I'll teach you, bro.
Oh snap.
Yeah, dude. It does take sort of a musical ear, especially in the drum
I'm pretty
department.
sure I could not beat mix per crap. You know what I mean?
It's easy. It's a lot easier than you think, man. It's a lot easier than you think, and also if you know certain songs really good.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes at the right time when you mix certain things,
Mhm.
it sounds really good, man.
I would have to play it from the heart, man. So
I do all the time. Every time I do a DJ set, and I'm not just talking about when I'm streaming, but also on my live gigs. Every
Mhm.
time I do like a live gig, I don't have a playlist. I just go with what I feel. You know
Awesome.
because that's how I'm a genuine dude, man. I can't fake it, man. I just can't.
That you are, my friend. That you are.
Cool. All right, man. So let's go ahead and get this started. I think last week you started off with your article, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with mine today.
Faux show.
So let us go there. Let me take us over there to here. Bam. Here we go. I'm surprised you didn't pick this one.
Oh, now I'm intrigued.
Hold on. Let me do the screen share for you here real quick.
I know one I picked that was kind of like borderline real politics, no pun intended. And then the other one's just flippant,
All right.
per the usual.
Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I'm saying I'm surprised you didn't pick this one.
Oh, I don't know if I saw this one.
Oh, this is interesting. I'm gonna see if I can try to play a video on this too, because there's a video on Instagram that I saw, and it's dude, I don't know, man. I fear for my daughter because she's gonna have to deal with these people when when she
Is
gets
this
older.
the Alan West story?
Yes.
Okay. So I saw the headline that said angry mob chases down the girl who invited Alan West.
No, he got chased down too.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, of course they didn't acknowledge that the colonel was chased as well. Jeez Louise.
Dude, these people are nuts, man. They're
Mhm.
nuts.
Mhm.
All right, so this article comes from CBS Austin. I had to choose like a local
Mhm.
place here because, as you all know, or if you don't know, retired Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, he lives in Texas and he ran for for Texas governor. I'm still kind of upset that he.
I
didn't
still
win,
think
man.
there's some fishiness going on there, but not that Governor Abbott will do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Mhm.
All right. So this article was written by Emily Gersh from the WUTV staff on April 12th of this year. Article reads, retired Army colonel targeted. See, they even put the wrong freaking ranking there. He's lieutenant colonel, dude. Lieutenant colonel's higher than a colonel. Retired Army lieutenant colonel. Let me correct them for them. Targeted by mob of protesters during visit to college campus. And, of course, this was in New York. So,
Oh, of course.
Amherst, dude. So, all right. The University of Buffalo Police Department is investigating reports of harassment following a visit by... See, they gave him the... I don't know if they did this shit on purpose, but he's a lieutenant colonel, dude.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. Let's see how slanted this.
Oh, shit, we already see the slanting. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, they already demoted him. You know what I'm saying? Lieutenant Colonel Alan West last week. West, a retired U.S. See, now they put it here. West, a retired U.S. Army lieutenant colonel and former Republican congressman from Florida, was invited to speak on campus Thursday night by the conservative group, student group, Young Americans for Freedom, also known as YAF.
Sounds hypocritical.
For an event called America is Not Racist. Why American values are exceptional. I need that. Does that have to be said?
Well, I mean, the first thing I'm thinking is A, they're impeding freedom of speech, and then B, they're chasing off a black guy on an event that's about not being racist. And they don't see the irony in that. Like,
I mean, these are kids, bro. If you watch the video, they were black kids, man. They're black kids.
Well, it's always black on black violence, you know.
I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not gonna argue that.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, I mean, the video spoke for the video spoke for itself, man. The video spoke for itself, so don't be sorry. The event's organizer and president of YAF, Therese Purcell, said a few hundred people had begun protesting the 7 p.m. event by 2 p.m. Wow, talk about these people need to occupy their life with something else. They
Do
really
they think
do.
they're at a Trump rally or what? They're like, let's get there early.
I really don't understand where the minds of the young people are anymore. I really don't. I really do. I really, really don't. They were marching through school, making quite the scene. They were screaming, disrupting classes, Purcell said. That's all they do, man. That's all they do is disrupt. They disrupt and they disrupt and they disrupt. That's all they do.
Yeah, that's what they're taught.
They're like, you know what they're like? They're like kids, spoiled kids, not getting what they want is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they seem to me. After speaking, West took questions. Purcell said that's when things escalated. They started to get rude and they were basically attacking him, she said. Cell phone video shows a large group of students shouting, "No justice, no peace, and Black Lives Matter." Are you kidding me, dude?
That's wow.
Wait. Are you kidding me? Like,
maybe now I can get him on my show.
I don't know. I don't know what they saw, but when I met retired Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, and when I shook his hand, he seemed African American to me. His skin tone was darker than mine.
I was like, I thought you were gonna say he seemed like a genuine, kind man.
I mean, you know, well, on top of that, you know, but he, you know.
Well, we don't see race, you know, like a big, you know, he is black, but obviously.
I see people for their how do you say their who they
character.
are. Yeah, their character. I see people for their character. If they treat me with respect, I treat them the same way. If somebody's acting a fool, then I try to avoid it. But if it's unavoidable, then I act more of a fool than them.
Well, you know, I that's how I am when I drink. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you ain't got to tell me that. I already know.
The bar is now closed. I'm just kidding.
Not quite. Anyway, are you drinking tonight?
Oh no, no, just muscle relaxer.
Oh
yeah.
man, look at you, man.
Uh-huh.
You're being good tonight.
I have to.
All right. They started to get rude, and they were basically attacking him, she said. Oh, no, I already read that part. Okay. Purcell said West was escorted by police to the vehicle, and she went along with them to walk back to her car. That's when she noticed the protesters were targeting her.
Mm-hmm.
Protesters? They're not protesters. At this point, they're
It's
a
a mob.
mob. Exactly.
Yeah.
The protesters surrounded me. They started screaming, "Go get her! Follow her!" Dude, oh my goodness, man! These kids.
That's like assault, right? Or like harassment.
I don't know the circumstances, but there's criminal. There's criminal threats there already. There could be. Let's see. There could be, well, for right now, there's criminal threats, and plus there's a whole bunch of them, you know.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how Purcell felt at the moment. If she felt, if she felt threatened, then yes, that could this could equate to assault.
Mm-hmm.
That could equate to assault.
If she had been in a constitutional carry state, I'm sure this would not be the case.
Well, you know how it is nowadays, especially if this is New York.
Yeah.
If it was a constitutional carry, you actually think that she's going to be protected? I don't think so.
Well, the colonel would have, but at the same time, in a constitutional carry state, you'll probably get like a much smaller crowd, and they'll probably be like, you know, I don't know, mutants with like boogers dripping out of their nose or something like that.
I don't know about that.
These scrawny little soy boys.
These kids nowadays are so bold, man. They think that, you know,
mean, I've seen the communists in Austin. You know, I'm serious. Like the street guys, the Antifa, then they're mostly communist, and because I used to talk with some of them, not like on the friendly, but like kind of like incognito, and I could tell you guys some stories about them. I only knew about 3 of them, but I knew they had groups of them, and then some of them were featured like on Alex Jones videos and stuff like that. So,
Uh-huh.
but I would see them at protests and stuff like that.
Yeah, these kids are really bold nowadays. There's no sense of thinking of consequences.
Mm-hmm.
There is no, because and you know what? The parents are to blame for that. They didn't teach their kids how to check their kids, man. And this is what happens. And then on top of that, the schools that they go to, they're being freaking indoctrinated by a bunch of stuff that is radicalizing them,
Mm-hmm.
And again, that falls on the parents too for not, that's their fault for not knowing what they're learning in the schools too. A lot of parents are very, very lazy. They're lazy, dude. They just put it in autopilot, thinking that okay, just get good grades. That's all you got to do, without even checking what their children are studying.
Yeah. And it's true when you say that though, because like, my parents were very hardworking and they kept us in line and they taught us well, like all of my brothers and sisters and myself included. And then I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't actually know. I couldn't even say what it is. I couldn't say it has to be the laziness or just like apathy, or maybe just, I don't know, like, I mean, obviously I'm not a parent, but like, it makes me think of like, movies where like the parents are still so self-involved that like, they leave their kids with whoever, they just leave them from the TV and they just don't care. They check out,
Right. You know what is a good example of that? Is that movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, dude. I know. You think about it. Think about it, bro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, they're just kidding.
No, I'm serious. Like they just kind of let their son kind of do whatever as long as he produced in school, and he didn't produce shit in school. I was kind of like that too, but I'm just saying that parents were oblivious to what he was doing. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem, because now look, you got all these kids running amok.
Well, see, the Ferris Buellers of then are the SJW teachers of today. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're the ones who wish that they had been gay when they were in high school or when they were in elementary and they could have come out. So they're teaching all of those kids to be gay, or who were bullied. So now they think they have to like liberate themselves and live vicariously through the children.
That is true, man. That's very true. I mean,
that's my analysis on it. My amateur analysis.
Well, no, I mean, it makes sense, right? You're in a position of power. So now, because you were not that popular or you were picked on or whatever the case may be,
you didn't live the way you wanted to. You're
exactly.
too afraid.
And now you're living your dream through these children who are not even yours, which is, it makes the apathy go, like the empathy go away, because it's, you don't have any emotional attachment to these children.
It becomes personal, like it becomes personal for them. And so it's all of that. Plus it's like fired on by them, like being so married to what they lacked when they were growing up, or whatever it is their case is,
Yeah.
They take it personal.
Yep.
And I don't know about those Ferris Buellers.
Dude, I know too, because of my old job too. Like there were people there. I worked with dudes that had like, they needed to get into some shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, dude, what are you fucking doing, bro? If an inmate or a crook is being disrespectful to you and stuff like that, okay, I get it. But if you're going out of your way to fucking just fuck with people, dude, like you got a problem, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to work with some of the people like that. Some people like that. I remember this one dude, and I can't prove anything on this, but he would fucking write these criminal reports about some of these inmates in possession of drugs in jail. And with my experience, when you Mirandize somebody, like, the crook knows the game already, and he ain't gonna say shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would say like 99% of the time, like crooks would say, no, I ain't saying shit. But for some odd reason, like, cause the position I was working, the last position I was working in the jails, I was supposed to log everything, every incident that happened in the jail facility for my shift. And every time he would write these fucking criminal reports, dude, he would always put there that they admitted under Miranda that they were in possession of the drug. I'm like, dude,
That's messed up.
This is fucking horse shit, dude. Like, no, I don't believe this shit. But I'm gonna write it the way he told me. So, yeah, man.
That's crazy, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, that's part of the reason why I left, man. I can't fucking work with these young people, dude.
I mean, that's beyond toxic, you know, but it becomes very toxic, I'd imagine.
Why do you think I fucking walked away, bro? That's
Man.
one of many reasons. That's just one of many reasons. Like, this dude would fucking he would jam people up for some petty ass shit, dude. For some petty ass shit. And you know, I'm not down with that, dude. Like, you know, if somebody's being disrespectful to you, then yeah, fucking, like, you find an angle to get this fucking dude. But if you're just doing it for the sake of you looking good, or even just to fuck with somebody, there's problems there, man. There's fucking problems. But hey,
he must have an abusive wife. Nah, just kidding.
yeah, he was a weird cat, dude. He was a weird.
He goes home to a beating every night. Just kidding. His kids crap all over him. They're just kidding.
He's a weird cat. I heard a lot of weird shit about, like, he would spend more time in his work with no pay. Like, he would spend his
like
own
just
time,
hanging out and stuff, or what?
well, to fucking do some work, so to create some work for himself.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
maybe he had nobody, and he was
dude. No, he has a fucking wife. He had a newborn. He had a newborn child, dude. A newborn child.
Dang.
Like, what father doesn't want to hang out with their newborn child, right? And this dude would just. I know we're going off topic here, but I'm just saying that this motherfucker would just. He would spend more of his time for work, for the machine, as opposed to fucking just balancing it out with his family, which is, I don't know, man. I think there's issues there. I really do.
For sure.
This dude came from fucking Ukraine too, bro. I think.
Oh man, he was a Nazi. That's what the hell his
I
problem
don't know,
was.
bro. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyhow, let me go ahead and continue this. I know I'm going way off topic here.
Sounds like a Nazi. Anyway.
Hey, dude, he fucking.
He's like, I love to work, and I will just knock your teeth out. I am fascist.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's all about the state.
It wouldn't surprise me with the way he handled shit. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But he's an idiot. The protesters surrounded me. They started screaming, "Go get her! Follow her! The girl in the red dress is leaving." About 200 of them. 200? Holy macro, dude!
That's I would want a gun at that point.
That is scary, dude. About 200 of them started to sprint after me. She said, "Okay, there's a valid. Yes, that would be valid right there to put, you know, to stop the threat for sure." Purcell said after other YAF members were also targeted. I'm surprised they didn't just come together. I mean, the smartest thing to do would be just to come together, even if you were outnumbered. At least you have each other's backs, sort of, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They physically assaulted a member of our e-board. They were kicking him. They were punching him. Wow.
Dang.
These motherfuckers, dude. Dude, like, if somebody got seriously hurt, then that would equate to fucking, like, attempt murder for sure.
With that many people, right? So out of control.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. All of them would be like, all of them would be an accessory to it, even if they didn't fucking touch the person. Just by being part of the fucking mob, they would have been involved with that shit.
That is insane.
Yeah, it is. It is. Overall, it was a terrifying event. I was scared for my safety, she said. She said she ran to the bathroom to call 911. I never expected this level of protest and that it would turn to violence, she said. Dude, really? I mean, come on, man. Didn't you see the freaking riots going on, 2 years ago, and all the dude, people are stupid, dude. They'll find an excuse to fucking do some dumbass stuff, dude. That's just the way young people, a lot of young people are like that.
They're like, it's a black Republican, make him extinct.
Yeah, man. For reals, dude.
Yeah, they got triggered.
They sure did, man. Hey, what's up, Whiskey Blue? I see you on the other screen here. Hello, fellas.
He's like, you're talking too much. Get me a drink.
I know. I see it. Hey, can I get a drink? You sure can. But for me, I'm drinking a bourbon right now. Let me continue read on. I just wanted to say hello to you, Whiskey. The worst bartenders ever. Well, gee, you keep coming back. Oh, man. When asked if she knew any of the protesters, she told us UB's Black Student Union president, Josie Nimarco, was among them. We spoke with Nimarco, and she said she attended the event, but she was not a part of the protest. Oh, dude, it's easy to fucking say shit like that when there's so many people. You get lost in the crowd, man. I don't understand where these allegations came from, said Nimarco. I don't even think she knows what I look like to claim I was there allegedly with the crowd. Dude, come on, man. Nimarco said some BSU members were in the crowd, but the protest was not organized or led by BSU. It's a matter of we see black students protesting and we see some BSU members there, so let's blame the BSU for this. And I don't.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Sorry,
dude,
go ahead.
I know.
She's playing the victim over this too.
That's what liberals do, man.
I
They're
mean,
good.
They try and kill someone, a raging mob, and they're the victim.
They're good at that, dude. They're good at that, man.
Freaking crazy.
This, and I don't think that's fair to me or my members, Nimarco added. F you, dude.
That's racist.
Well, how can it be? How can it be, dude? I mean,
she's black, dude. It's racist.
Well,
you can't say they weren't mobbing. They were having a daisy chain. Like,
well, so is Alan West. I mean, dude, come on.
No,
man.
He's a Republican. He's racist.
Oh gosh, man. Dude.
Yeah, he's from Texas.
No, well, wasn't he from Florida? Then moved to Texas.
Well, Georgia, then Florida, and then Texas.
Oh man. Purcell said she invited West to speak at the packed event about conservative values and said the university frequently invites left-wing speakers. Yeah, it's what college is that again?
Some Amherst.
Amherst, yeah, it was Amherst. Mm-hmm. And it's in New York, dude. I mean, you can't get more liberal than that, right?
California. Oregon.
I think
Seattle. I think those places are worse than New York, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, a black terrorist did just blow up New York, but don't get me wrong.
Oh, that didn't even go out on the news. I saw a little snippet of that. I did notice a little snippet of that, and it's not even in the news, man.
He was like, from what I understand, he was like a member of the Muslim Brotherhood or something like that.
Okay.
You definitely were not going to hear that, though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You didn't hear that shit in the news, did you?
Not at all, sir. Not at all. They didn't even want to admit he was black.
Crazy, man. This is nuts, bro. He was talking about why American values are exceptional, which I didn't think was going to be that controversial. On an American campus, she said, earlier in the day, the protesters were screaming at me that I was trying to silence black voices, which I find unbelievable and hypocritical because I was the one trying to bring a black voice to campus to talk about these issues. She said, well, it doesn't matter. In these times right now, dude, with the way the youth is, dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And not only that, it doesn't matter because they control the media, and the media can, they'll spin things the way they want the narrative to be steered.
Days are coming to an end, but it's true.
It's true. I don't know. I haven't been really following a lot of news.
I know. Just trust me. It is. It's coming soon.
I did hear that Juicy was talking smack about CNN. I mean, he made a rap song. I heard about a rap song. Yeah, that's what I heard.
This is news?
Right? We asked Nimarco for her response, and she said she doesn't think bringing Lieutenant Colonel West to campus was the right way to have an open dialogue about race issues. It's absolutely he's a successful African American man.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, dude, how much more better can you get than that?
Mhm.
Somebody who's successful, to encourage
Someone who thinks differently,
he can encourage the young African American community.
No, you know who they should have brought?
Who?
Will Smith. Will Smith or Chris Rock, How to Take a Punch, or slap, I should say, a bitch slap.
We still talking about that shit.
I haven't had a chance to, so that was my first time. I'm glad the joke landed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, about as good as Will Smith slapped it. Anyways, okay.
If Therese is serious about having open dialogue, the best way to go about it is to reach out to some students on campus. Maybe even reach out to the BSU or the Democratic students on campus to try to have this conversation. Dude, no, because these people can't have conversations.
Nope.
They can't. They throw temper tantrums, dude.
That's the first rule of like Marxism or something, right? Like, don't listen to the other opinion.
Dude,
silence.
They don't have factual basis on their fucking arguments. They don't. I don't know if you saw that video with some kid in a college that was talking shit to what's his face, conservative guy that talks fast. What's his name? Jeez.
Ben Stiller. No,
Shapiro.
Ben
Shapiro.
There we go.
Well, apparently this dude was some kind of like major for like I don't know, some scientific major and a mathematician, and he's telling they were just going off on the whole thing about transgender and all this stuff, and all he did was just talk. He was just insulting him, dude. And here's Ben Shapiro he's calm and collected, and he's just throwing facts at him, and all he can do.
He's talking real fast, right?
Confusing him. All the guy could do was just insult him, dude. That's all he had. That's all they do, So
Yep.
Yeah, these people, they can't have conversations. They can't. They don't know what a conversation is. Where was I? But not to just spark outrage and post, America is not racist, knowing that might provoke some people, Nemarco said. And despite the event's name, America is not racist, said, obviously there's instances of racism in America, which our club fully condemns. We stand against all forms of racism, but we are saying that American values are not racist. A UB spokesperson said UB police are also investigating social media threats made against the protesters. And there it is, man.
So what did that last sentence say? She says, we are not saying that American values are not racist. What'd she say? We are saying that American values are not racist. I mean, the last 5 years, that was their exact counterpoint. Everything American value was racist. So that's weird. The last book that Lieutenant Colonel Allen West wrote was actually about the great Black Republicans and conservatives. Like he wrote a book about them. So he would have been perfect for that. I mean, he was perfect for that. He might even been promoting his book,
Well, who knows? I mean, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is. Well, let me see if I can play a little snippet of this video and then stop it.
Are we see the Colonel running?
I don't know.
He should have rolled up in his tank, man. I'm just kidding.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to see the lieutenant running, but I want to show everybody. I want to show everybody how this mob was acting, because these they're acting like children, dude.
He should have treated them like those Iraqi never mind prisoners. Oh man, you guys probably don't know that story. Anyways, we'll leave that one alone.
Okay, so let me go here.
Should have popped that gun off.
Okay, so here's the Instagram page for America, Young America's whatever their foundation, Young America's Foundation. I'm gonna play this video. Okay, we'll stop it every so often, and then we'll break it down.
Cool.
So yeah, let's let me see if everything here on the audio is good. Okay, it should be good. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Hold on.
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Say it loud! I'm black and I'm proud! Say it loud! I'm black and I'm proud! Say it loud! I'm black and I'm proud! Say it loud! I'm black and I'm proud!
All right, man. I think I've had enough of that shit, dude. I mean,
I didn't see anything or hear anything.
Oh, you did not?
No.
On your end, you did not?
No, I just see us. I'm on one screen right now.
Okay,
so.
hold on. Let me play some more of it.
Oh.
Yeah, let me screen share it with you, dude. Let me screen share it with you. I'm such an amateur when it comes to this stuff, dude. I'm sorry.
Hey, practice makes perfect. You want to do this 2 nights a week? No, just kidding.
Well, if I'm able to, then I would, but we'll
No, I'm
see.
not. That was such a bastard thing I just did. Anyways.
Okay, here we go. Let me play it again.
Okay.
I'm black and I'm proud! Say it loud! 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 No peace! No justice! No peace!
Okay.
Man,
I've had
those
an-
people
yeah,
are
I've-
lighter skin. They have lighter pigmentation than Lieutenant Colonel Alan West in there.
I've
What are
had
they
a-
talking about?
Yeah, I've had enough of this shit. Hold on. man.
Yeah.
This is like I said, man. They're like children that let me take us to the bar real quick. Hold on. Let me just take us here to the bar real quick. Bam. We'll go here. Okay. Let me go to the bar first. Okay, so like I said earlier, bro, they're like spoiled kids with badass temper tantrums, dude. It's like they don't get what they want, and this is what fucking children do when they don't get what they want, man. And
Yep.
then that's when the parent has to go there and just smack the shit out of their kid and say, "Yo, no." Why is it so hard for parents to say no to their children? Why is it so hard, man?
Because they're a product of a generation where they got spanked and all the TV told them that the parents abused them. And so they said they weren't going to do it. And then they just gave a trophy to their kid instead. Every time they threw it, they didn't get what they wanted.
Well, you know what, dude? The whooping will help me out. I mean,
It helped me out.
It worked for me.
I mean,
It worked for me. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that I'm kind of surprised that it became I was still able to become a deputy, but it worked out for me. I was, I knew the limits. I knew the limits. I still do, and even though I've been in jail on the other side, not necessarily as a crook, but just as a cop, it's just. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get why they would allow their children to be like this. This is horrible. It's horrible. Anyhow, you still there, brother?
I am, sir. I am.
All right. Let me address the chats here real quick. We got Woke One in the house. Good evening. Welcome to the bar. Who else is here? Whiskey Blue, of course, he's here. He's still here. Cool.
Whiskey Blue's hanging out.
Cool.
I think he got his drink. He might have reached around and gotten a drink for himself.
Let me slap him in the wrist. Hey, stop that. Whiskey Blue says it's called discipline. Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's not in the vocabulary of a lot of these children anymore. That word does not exist in today's society. And I blame the parents, the children are to blame too, but the most of the fault goes to the parents. They allowed this shit. And not only that, I explained it earlier that
Well,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. No,
Go ahead.
And I explained it earlier that like these parents, they're not on their children on what they're studying at school. You know what I'm saying? If the parents were if they were actually parents, right? If the parents were being parents, then we wouldn't have this problem. Maybe.
Yes.
Right?
And then as an add-on to that, I would say I'll give these kids 1 or 2 more years. They're already in college. They should know not to be acting a fool.
Well, they should know, but if you've been given so much privilege, you're going to do whatever you want because that's just the way you know how to do things. And I've seen, you know what's unfortunate? I've seen children like this in jail, and they become bitches, dude. They become bitches, dude, because they don't realize that you can't just do whatever you want, man.
Someone's gonna pop you someday,
Right.
and then take you to task, if you know what I mean.
Like,
Well, they're gonna make you their bitch.
like, okay, so you're gonna have this. Okay, we'll take one of these kids here as an example, right? You're gonna have one of them. They're gonna be in custody, right? You're gonna have this veterano, some OG gangster guy, like who's been around for a long time, who's probably in for murder or whatever. And then this youngster is gonna tell that veterano, "F you, I ain't doing what you tell me to do." The veterano will be like, "Okay, he ain't even gonna touch you, dude. You know who's gonna touch you? The people that he calls the shots for. They're the ones who are gonna do the job for him, and they're gonna make sure that you know that you the bitch in there, dude."
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the way it is, man. That's just the way it is. And these children, they don't realize it, dude. They don't realize it, and by the time they do, it's already too late.
Yeah, they need to go to Venezuela or Ukraine.
They're so privileged here in this country. I don't understand why they're working so hard to take away what privilege we have now. That's the whole thing that baffles me about this. Like,
mass psychosis and Satanism. Gotta be.
I don't understand it. I mean, okay, I kind of do, because they're not given that guidance or direction. And I mean, Lost Mom makes a good point here, because I can relate to that point. Absolutely. They don't read their Bibles. They don't. And I'm not trying to get, tip over into the, push my beliefs or anything, but I'm just saying that, at least with the Christian values, it teaches you to be a good person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have that. They don't have that direction. And then the people they look up to, these celebrities, they're just doing whatever they want, man.
They're all Satanists.
Right?
Like, literally. Yeah.
Right?
That's the crazy part right there, man, is they're all Satanists. And I know I've said this before, but I always thought it was like, just like, one of those phrases, or just one of those catch-alls. Oh, the devil rules this world and everyone in this world is... No, literally, they're all Satanists. They're literally all,
That is a true statement, dude.
When that hit me, I was like, they're all like every single one of them. And if you think about it, I mean, if it's people who are popular, people who are in a place of leadership or whatever, or like a business owner or CEO or whatever, I mean, there's only so many of them around the world that are like really, really rich and wealthy and well off and powerful. Yeah, it's enough to be all Satanists. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. That's their club, but you have to be a Satanist to know it, or awake. So
these kids they're just running amok, man. And like I said, man, their parents, the full responsibility comes on their parents, dude. And it's you know what's unfortunate too? These motherfucking parents are the same generation as myself. Dude, we're supposed to be the good generation, man.
Well, hey, my generation's the ones that are trying to molest kids and change their gender. So,
man.
Yeah, they're the ones who are like, they're the ones that are like transgender and ugly looking. I shouldn't use the word ugly. Okay, mannish looking lesbians and feminine looking fops. Like.
Yeah, but
ugly just sounds so. It sounds so judgmental. But,
no, not necessarily. I think I understand what you're saying, but
they're not attractive. No, just kidding. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, never mind. We all have our type.
Crazy.
Sorry, I don't like my woman to be like butch with like
no.
What are those things? I don't like my woman butch with those flannels, like.
Oh yeah, I know what you
and
mean.
A mullet. Anyways, just kidding. I don't like my men in dresses. No, just kidding.
Oh, there are a lot of cops like that, man.
In dresses? You mean undercover, right? No, just kidding.
No. I'm talking about those butches, man. There's a lot of.
Oh
butches,
man.
I've seen them, man. I've seen them, dude. I've seen them,
Yeah.
dude. Some of them chew tobacco too, man. Just trips me out. cup of they got that little styrofoam cup with their chew in their mouth, and I'm like, damn,
it's
dude.
nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty. I chewed tobacco one time. I never chewed it again. I got so sick.
Oh man, crazy, dude, crazy. All right, let me. Which one did you want me to go with first?
The serious one.
Seriously?
We'll save the. Yeah, I mean, why not? It follows right kind of close with yours. It's law
Okay, wait.
enforcement.
No, you're right.
No, not the one with the cartoon.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Not that
I
one.
got you.
No, that one.
The one
that
from
should be
Judicial
saved for
Watch is the
last.
one that you want, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Judicial Watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on for a moment. Let me take
Ye-
the people over there.
Faux show.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought this one was crazy. Like when I read that this headline that we're going to share next, I was like, seriously, like I cannot even believe I'm reading this right now. Like this is so crazy.
I know.
Um,
I saw
it-
saw the headline too. I'm like, well, considering who we have as
what world are
president.
we living? Yeah, no kidding,
considering who
right?
we have as president, yeah, that's possible.
He probably supplied them all the drones. Like I was like, oh my goodness. I never in a 1,000 years thought. I mean, they say that obviously, cartels and stuff like that, they keep up, with like, I guess technology.
Which is
or
weird
tactics,
because
so-
the CIA doesn't the CIA fund them? The CIA funds them, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the exact strings and routes that they take, but I know that there's a funnel there somewhere.
Oh man, I tell you, dude,
yeah.
there was a story that I heard, and this is when
Uh-huh.
I was a cop, right?
Oh yeah.
Because we'd have to go to these classes because we needed X amount of hours for training every year.
Mhm.
And I went to this one class, and there was this guy who worked for another PD, but also worked for he was like undercover for the CIA,
Wow.
or not CIA, but maybe the ATF. Yeah, ATF. And you remember
Some federal agency.
it was the ATF, I think.
Mhm.
He was working undercover for them. I think this was like a regional task force or some shit like that.
Uh-huh.
But what he was saying is that, remember that gun running thing? What was that called?
Fast and Furious.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He was involved in that shit, dude.
Dang,
And he was
really?
saying like, dude, I couldn't believe what they were fucking doing, man. He
That's
was just straight up saying, dude, here I am as a cop, and I'm pretending to be a crook and all this bullshit, and here they are just doing it. They're just doing it, dude. And I was
Man,
like,
he could have been a whistleblower.
yeah, but you think he is? Nah. No, you see the culture, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not coming out, because the culture of police sometimes it's
You think they're going to seek retribution on you or something?
not necessarily. I mean, because even though I'm not working as one, I can I can talk freely about a lot of shit, but I still got to watch out about what I say about certain things and not hurt certain people's feelings. Because I understand, dude. Like, there's some of these people take their job really serious. Let's just put it that way.
Mm.
They take their job really serious, and
Those Ukrainian law enforcers.
and I could get caught up, and I just that's one of the reasons why I just don't want to. It's not the right time right now. So yeah, man. The guy was telling like, fuck, dude. He was like he couldn't believe what he was seeing and what he was involved in, and I was like, shit, man, it's crazy, dude. So yeah, man, dude,
that's insane that you knew someone that like was directly involved with it. That's,
I mean, I didn't know the guy personally. I just
Mhm.
he was just a dude teaching a class, and I was like, all right, man. So it was better that I knew less. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to ask him more.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask more than that. He was already telling stuff that he experienced, and I didn't even want to dig into that because I don't want to be attached to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just, I can't imagine how that would help. Well, maybe it doesn't affect some of them at all, like anyone in his class, but how does that help with like the morale or the pride in your job, or like, how does that not like cause someone to be
So I'm telling
disillusioned?
you, I don't know if I had this discussion with you, dude, but you gotta understand that the way, at least the way I was beginning to see law enforcement as, it's not what people think it is. It's a political machine, dude.
Mhm.
It's a political machine. I mean, it depends on what agency it is and all this stuff and what your demographics are and who's who or whatever. But
Mhm.
but I don't know, man. In my opinion, I honestly think that law enforcement has changed in a way where I don't like it. It's a political machine, dude. It's all about they're treating law enforcement like people who run the agencies are treating law enforcement as it's a business as opposed to it being what it's supposed to be, which is quote enforce laws.
Yeah,
So
that's a shame.
it is a
But yeah,
shame.
that's the case probably across, well, the planet probably. At this point.
It is a shame, dude.
Mhm.
It is a shame, and then that's one of the big reasons. I left for many reasons. But I was willing to do about 5 more years. But after everything that I've experienced doing that job and seeing how things kind of evolved itself to, I couldn't do it anymore, man. Because I would have gotten if I didn't die on duty, like some shooting or something or anything like, or getting stabbed or whatever, I definitely would have gotten sick, dude. I definitely would have gotten sick, and I just didn't want to be in that environment anymore because I got, like I love my family, man. I'm a me, dude. I'm a family guy. I love being home with my family, dude. I don't go out at night and mess around and do all sorts of stuff. I'm always home. The only time I will go out at night is if I have a gig, and I don't even mess around. I just do my job and just go home. That's me, dude. I'm a simple guy, man. Simple guy. But yeah, I mean, that's a little, because, I see this article here. I just thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently the Mexican cartels have been flying 9,000 drone missions.
9,000 drones, man.
9,000 drone flights into the United States to surveil law enforcement operations. I am baffled. So
well,
I'm baffled.
Are you really baffled? Come on,
because
man.
Look, there's also
think about it.
airspace control. Control.
Come on,
like,
think about it, dude. Who is in office right now?
Well, I know
do
that.
You think
but
that he's doing? Do you think he's making moves in the best interest for this country?
Of course not.
He's
But like we're
destroying it,
talking
man.
about, okay, screw him. I'm talking about the people of Texas. Okay, why aren't they doing something about it? And it would have to be because someone at the top of their agency is not making a move on it.
Well,
but
that's why.
just like you said in your case, like some people are like, damn, and then like some people are just like, well, it's my job, so like,
dude, and
I don't know. I'm thinking about the people of Texas, honestly. I'm not thinking about Biden at all. I mean, we already know he threw the border to shit.
So you understand why I kind of shared what I just shared with you.
Absolutely, man.
Because
absolutely. I get it.
I mean, it falls into place with this article because a lot of people on the top of these agencies, man, I'm not saying all, but they need to be questioned. That's all I'm saying. They need to be questioned about their integrity. I mean, is their career, quote, is their career more important than what's really right? For some of these motherfuckers, yes. their career is way more important.
No sense of integrity.
No, there isn't. And that's politics for you, dude. That's politics, man.
It'll fix itself soon. Okay. All right. Let's get into this. It says here, Mexican drug cartels have conducted more than 9,000 drone flights into United States airspace in the last year to surveil American law enforcement and security operations in the southern border region, a senior Homeland Security official told Judicial Watch this week. The drones are observing federal, state, county, and city agencies near the Mexico border, including the U.S. Border Patrol, Texas Department of Public Safety, Texas National Guard, county sheriffs, and local police.
Damn, dude.
That's crazy, right? The Border Patrol, which operates under Customs and Border Protection, has captured about a dozen of the drones and accessed the unmanned aerial vehicles' guidance and memory systems to gain intelligence information, according to a high-level official at the agency. That's crazy. Oh, with that intel though, like, do you think that would also like show them like their home base or like where they're launching them from and stuff like that? Like, maybe that could help. Maybe that could help them. You're all they already know.
No, they know, dude. They know. And here's the weird thing about this shit, dude. Here, because I have a friend who's actually in Border Patrol, and I've had this discussion about what the fuck's going down there, like, and he says like they can't even do their job, dude. Damn if they do, damn if they don't. So what they do, they load them up in the bus and they fucking let them go in our country. That's what they do.
Insane, man.
They escort them in the bus and they fucking just let them go and they're wherever the bus goes in this country.
Oh,
I'm telling you, dude, it's all.
I'm just like, if you're actually a person of integrity, that's just gotta tear you apart. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta tear you apart.
It does. I mean, why do you think I left, man? I left.
We need men like you in the field. No, just kidding.
That's the problem, though. What they do is they filter dudes out like that, and they even if dudes decide they wanted to stay in their job, they do things to mess with them. They give them shitty schedules. They put them in shitty spots. They give them opposite shifts. Dude, they do whatever it takes. And you know what they you know what their spin is? For the needs of the department. That's the quote. That's the catchphrase right there, where they can get away with whatever the fuck they're getting away with. It's for the needs of the department. Like, really? The department needs me to be on the opposite. You don't have enough people to fucking cover that shit. So that's just the way the game is played when it comes to like departments. If you don't do what you're told, or if you disagree with this shit, like, they'll fuck with you, dude. They will. Trust me, they will, man. Why do you think I left, man? I'm disgusted about the whole thing, man. I'm disgusted about the whole thing.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have stuck around either. I probably would not have stuck around either. I would have started my own law enforcement. No, just kidding.
Shit, man.
I would have ran for sheriff. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm done with it, dude. I don't want to be able to, I can't play the politics either, dude. I just can't. I can't do it. Politics is very dirty, dude. And I just can't be involved in that. To me, playing politics is doing stuff that's ungodly, man. I can't do it, man. I can't.
Well, you know where you gotta be, sir. So that's what's important.
Absolutely.
All right. So
hiding behind this mic right here.
Yeah.
Railing on. Wait, hold on. Railing on. Thank you for the cookie. Somebody gave 200 gold pills, but I'm not sure who it was because my chat is not populating there. So whoever gave the 200 gold pills, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't mean to ignore you. It's not populating on my end. Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, who gave it? I don't see it on my chat either. Okay, so it goes this way. Judicial Watch learned about the Mexican cartel drone incursions during a recent visit to the southern border, and specifically while interviewing federal officials at the CBP Rio Grande Valley sector in Texas. Judicial Watch is further investigating the matter and has filed a Freedom of Information Act request with a FOIA with CBP, the 60,000 member agency charged with keeping terrorists and their weapons out of the United States, for all records regarding the use of drones by criminal organizations operating along the U.S.-Mexico border for the purpose of surveilling U.S. law enforcement officials or otherwise facilitating illegal activity. The federal public record request includes, but is not limited to, all information depicting the known or estimated number of instances of the use of such technology, as well as all reports, intelligence assessments, analysis, or similar records related to their use. Federal officials on the ground tell Judicial Watch that the cartels use the UAV surveillance flights to facilitate human smuggling and drug trafficking. Specifically, they help identify gaps in border coverage and assist the cartels in overwhelming certain areas. Man. Yep, to create a diversion.
This is ridiculous, dude. Assist them, insane. Really? Fuck, dude. This is fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's just like I had heard reports of like where they even had like members of the National Guard like giving them their schedules and shit. Like, we'll be here at this time, But this is crazy because they're equipped now.
It wouldn't surprise me now. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Where did I leave off here? It says assist. Okay. Assist the cartels in overwhelming certain areas to create a diversion for moving sensitive or high value loads through alternate border loads. Like what? All the children, warheads, or what?
A whole bunch of stuff, man. Bro. And don't forget. Hey, don't forget the drugs too, man.
Oh yeah, we're getting to that. It says here, the data analyzed from the confiscated drones has also provided U.S. authorities with other law enforcement sensitive information that cannot be made public, like the children. No, government sources said, adding that drug cartels started using the devices a few years ago. Dang. It said Brandon Judd. I thought they were talking about Biden. Brandon Judd. Well, after that, it said the president. So I knew it wasn't talking about him. But anyways, Brandon Judd, the president of the union representing the nation's 20,000 Border Patrol agents, told Judicial Watch the drones are also used to smuggle small amounts of drugs into
Yep.
the U.S. What?
No, that's
They are
true.
dropping.
That's
well,
true.
you know, a
We
little,
used
a
to
little
see-
fentanyl goes a long way.
Dude, no, I'm saying we used to see that shit in jails too. Like people would fly fucking things in and deliver shit via drone.
Seriously?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like-
serious.
You're gonna see like a little paper airplane with like, what is that?
Or a pigeon, a pigeon.
Yeah, it's got some coke like tied to its leg or something like
Dude,
that.
it's crazy, dude. It's crazy, man.
Dang, talk about what do you call it? Talk about uh, being addicted or whatever. Let's see here. It says
They're dropping fentanyl.
oh yeah, they are. Oh yeah, speaking of fentanyl, they are dropping fentanyl. Judd said this week they fly into certain locations, drop them to the ground, and fentanyl is taken off of them, and they take back off into Mexico. The drones are not military grade, Judd confirmed, but rather run of the mill that can be purchased anywhere. Okay, so it's not like so they're just going to like the tienda or something like that. They're not
but
like
here's the thing though, like you see like all the older models of like drones that used to be in the military. Those are sold to the public now, dude. So they are.
Okay.
I mean, the spin is that that's not what the military is using anymore.
It's not like those little wonky ones with like the little propellers and stuff. Like,
well, I don't know the grade of I don't know anything about drones, but who's to say that these drones aren't like the older military grade models that
just decommissioned.
yeah, exactly. And the spin is like, no, we like the military doesn't use that. Of course, yeah, motherfucker, you used to use it, you know, and now that you got the new model, then you're saying that, oh yeah, that's not military grade, because it's not, because you're using the new shit now. Dude, crazy.
True that. They spin them words, right?
Yeah, these
It says,
people, man, politicians. Dude.
what world are we? It gets crazier, but you know what? It always gets craziest before it gets sane. So we're almost there. Okay. So it says reports of Mexican cartels using UAVs to enhance their illicit operations began surfacing within the last few years. In fact, 3 years ago, agents in the El Paso sector, around 750 miles from the Rio Grande Valley, revealed in a news report that they had witnessed what they believed to be the first use of a drone by a Mexican cartel to act as a lookout. In the story, CBP officials from the El Paso sector are quoted saying that agents were like, "Mira, mira, it's the plane." No, just kidding. Oh my God. They said that the agents discovered a new tactic in counter surveillance, referring to the UAV. An agent monitoring the border with an infrared camera discovered the drone traveling north into the United States from Mexico. The article states, last year, Mexico's largest newspaper reported that some of the country's most notorious cartels, including Jalisco Nueva Generación, used drones with explosives
What
to attack
fuck? Are you serious,
police.
dude?
How did they do that?
No, that it's possible. They have drones like that.
I was like, they just like, I don't know, I don't know,
Like what I
tie something
said. No,
they're
like,
shooting bottle rockets at them or what?
no, what I said. It's what I told you, dude. They're using the fucking old models of. They're
Old
probably
military grade.
yeah. They're probably using the old models of military grade drones. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Dude, this is crazy, dude.
Yeah, it sure is. So they were attacking the police in the western part of the country. And back in 2018, an academic study found that cartel use cartels used drones to look for Border Patrol agents and inform drug smugglers of their positions. The researcher focused on the complex security landscape of military drones for border security and non-state actors with sharply diverging motives to develop their own drone surveillance capacities.
Man.
You can't. I mean, it just it's like all Mexicans are stupid and lazy unless they're part of the cartel.
You know what, dude? I really don't understand. Okay, so this really demoralizes somebody who does do this job for the right reasons. It demoralizes them big time, and then you become like really disgruntled and unhappy, and then you start doing just the bare minimum. But I didn't want to be I didn't want to be that. It was already. I was it was destroying me from inside already, and I didn't think that the environment was good for me anymore. So that's I had to leave. On top of the quality that they were picking for cops, dude. Like I was like, are you serious? How did this person get by? There's a lot of people that I question, like, how the hell did that person get by, dude? Like, really? So it just being somebody who actually did the job for the right thing, not to mention also it was good pay, but also at least I thought my moral values kind of lined up with the job, because I really wanted to give back to the community. But like, this destroys you, dude. This destroys you, and it makes you very, very disgruntled. It makes you very disgruntled. It makes you very unhappy. And then you sometimes take that shit home too, man. And it'll drive you to freaking drink a lot. And I don't know, man.
Yeah, it literally does. Like you said, it destroys you from the inside.
It does destroy you from. I had to leave. So I can feel the pain of these dudes who are there for the right reasons, especially if you're a vet, man. Can you imagine?
Damn.
Going overseas, and especially if you were in combat and you almost lost your life, and you lose some of your friends' life, and having to come back to this, and you have a job as a Border Patrol agent, and then now can you imagine
you're helping
that?
The cartels?
Dude, crazy, man.
It's a sick, sad world, sir, but it'll get fixed soon.
Yeah, man. I sure do hope so, but
it's got to. I mean,
I don't know, man.
It's got to. I mean, hey.
No, you're right. It has to. I mean, at some point at some point it will. But as far as like any time in the near future, I don't know, man.
It depends on your definition of the near future.
I really don't know. Let me go back.
Say within your lifetime.
I would hope so. But I would say that I think there are more things coming in my lifetime than to have the country be fixed. I think we've had this discussion, I think, dude. And and I'm not trying to make this my Monday night show, but I do think I do see a second coming. I do see a second coming, dude, and I think we're going to witness that. I really do.
Well, you see, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, whether it's the country and the world correcting itself, or whether it's the second coming, things are going to get better, right? Well, I understand they have to get worse first for certain points of view, but I mean, it'll get better on the other side of that, right?
I mean, if okay, so because at least where my belief is. Yes, it's going to get better, because I don't think that this world is livable anymore. I think this world has already been pushed to as far as we can go with it. It's so tainted now. It's just so tainted. Everything about everything about this place is just so tainted already, man. I mean, the devil has already ruined this world so bad that I honestly think that the judgment comes, and God picks whoever goes up, and God picks whoever goes down, and that's just the way.
And
it's
then the world gets destroyed, or
I
know this is not Monday night, but like maybe I never caught into that part of the.
Well, I don't know
the last part of the Christian mythos. Like,
okay, so I really don't know about the whole world. I know there will be a time of darkness in the world, but I don't know if it's going to be destroyed. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm still a baby in my journey when it comes to.
So what happens after he comes? I mean,
That's
well,
what-
you know
well-
what? This is not a Monday night, so I get
Right. Well, I mean, if you're
because
asking,
I could really open up a can
if-
of worms right now, but
if
I just
if you're asking my opinion, or at least what I've kind of learned right now, is that I think the judgment comes, and,
then what?
when the judgment comes, you know, the people who are
does
judged.
the earth blow up, or like it's just barren for like the rest of eternity, or there's no more humankind? Like nothing?
I don't think there's going to be any humankind in the world. I really don't. I don't.
Wow.
There's going to be a time of darkness, and I think
Right.
it says that in the Bible too.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly where, but
I don't know. I would have thought that there would have been a happy ending to the story besides, I mean, not
Well,
that it's not a happy
that-
ending going to heaven, but like,
the happy
you
ending
know,
is heaven, though.
I mean, death, I get it, but like death
No,
of
it's-
humankind and going
but
to
it's
heaven.
not death. See, that's the thing. People like,
Well, I mean, that's true.
It's
No,
not
that's
death,
true. It is
dude.
true. It's not death.
it's not death. It's life, dude, and it's everlasting life, and it's beautiful life, dude.
I mean,
I
you
mean-
go back to the source. What more could one want? I get it. Like, you know, you go back, you go to heaven, you know.
And you know, and heaven, my understanding of it is eternal life, dude. It's eternal
Mhm.
life, dude. So that's just where I'm at, and you know, you kind of know where I stand on all this thing. man.
Absolutely. I don't think I ever wrapped my head. I don't know why. Well, because you know, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and you know,
Oh,
they do believe that, you know, Earth survives after the coming of Jesus and God's, wrath
Well,
on evil and stuff like that.
I do believe Earth does survive, but as far as like people living in it, I really don't
Yeah.
think
Well,
there's
the
gonna
witnesses believe that, you know, we have eternal life on a paradise earth, and that the
Oh, yeah, I don't remember
anointed
that.
go to heaven. You know, the really good ones go to heaven, and they sit along the throne beside of God in heaven and stuff like that. It has like different levels of.
I gotta
outcomes,
shoot you
guess.
something on the because I was watching this video about, you know, the sect that you used to practice. I'll shoot you that video, and then, you know, you can kind of decipher what you want from
But
that.
you know, oh, go ahead.
No. I'm just saying that I'll shoot you the video later on, and then
Mhm.
you can kind of decipher where you're at with that. Maybe there's some truth to
Awesome.
it. Maybe there isn't. I
Awesome.
don't know.
I was going to say, just to round off that point before we move on to the next story, is that I do think that the evil ones suffer a much worse fate than any other religion.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
that fate in the witnesses is they vanish into nothingness.
No, absolutely.
They
They're-
become non-existent.
They're destined for the lake of fire for sure.
No, I mean, there's no like you're experiencing. You are nothing. You cease to exist. Not even to be in pain. Not you are like as if though you are nothing. You're never existent in the eye of God.
Wow.
Like, how could things be much worse than that? Like, I mean, if you're burning in the hell, like, I think, you know, you're still like a figment of God's creation. It's just you are, you know, being punished, but like to have been non-existent in His eye
That's
at
too
all.
easy, though. You don't think that punishment is just too easy? There has to
Well, I
be.
guess it depends on how you look at it.
I mean, think about it. If you've been so bad to people, like, and if you're just pure evil, and then your punishment is just to disappear, face of the earth, like you never existed, don't you think that there's nothing to be learned about? I mean, there has to be some kind of punishment where they're gonna have to realize that they were wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But that seems more like a man-made construct to me than like something from the Bible. Like He says they'll be cast into the lake of fire. Well, yeah, I guess it does say, right, like where they'll be like punished for all eternity.
Yeah, but at the same time, you need to know that you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it's easy to be zapped away, but my understanding of being just, because God is just as well, and people don't realize that. They think that they spew the whole thing about Him being loving, all loving and stuff, but they fail to recognize that He's a very just God too. So I would think that if there was some really evil person, like He would fucking put him through some shit to make him realize for eternity that they fucked up, and they're there because they fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I don't know if am I making any sense? I don't know.
No, you do. It's just I'm the kind of person that's like, if you do me wrong, you don't exist.
Am I still live? I don't even know if I'm still live.
Yeah, you are. I think, yeah, you're still live.
Okay.
I see you on my screen here.
Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, because my chat's not even moving, so I don't even know if maybe people don't want to talk. I don't know. Thank you for
It's all good. They're enjoying our conversation.
whoever is given the gold, because for some odd reason it's not populating. Who's giving me gold pills? Whoever's
You know
giving-
what? I noticed that too.
Yeah, whoever's giving me gold pills, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And it's just, don't think that I'm ignoring you. It's just, it's not populating. I see Raylan on. He gave a cookie, but other than that, I don't know.
It's because they're all stoned. And they're just kidding.
I don't know who else gave what. So I just want you guys to know that I'm very grateful for that. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
All right, man.
They're taking notes. What you talking about?
Dude, what a freaking this article that you picked, dude. It just
That blew my mind.
reminded me about how bad things have gotten as far as like, people who wear the uniform, and where the what they're put into a dilemma, dude. For me, I knew that I was going to have a very difficult time financially leaving, but ultimately I said to myself, like, if I have this integrity and if God's calling me to do something else, then I'm going to do it because God's going to take care of me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, man, I don't want to be involved in something like that. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way for a lone person like myself, very low rank, to change that. No, it's a machine. It's a machine that can never be. You can't change it. The only way you can change it is through politics. But adding politics into politics doesn't improve anything. You know what I mean? You can't solve politics with politics. You just can't. That's just my thought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Crazy.
All right, man. This is cool, man. I'm having a great time tonight. I mean, we're talking about a lot of heavy shit. I'm talking about a lot of stuff and I'm talking about a lot of things that I never thought I would even talk about, to be honest, man. So This is cool. Let me go to my article.
All right. Batter up.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got next.
This one's gonna be.
Uh-oh.
This one's gonna be.
I know that laugh.
This is definitely this is news article. Not to say that the last two weren't. Definitely yours was with that cartel one, but man, this one right now that I'm about to share.
I mean, that kind of sounded like a Babylon Bee article, didn't it? Like cartel flies drones. Anyways, go ahead.
No,
dude.
it does, because you're like, what the fuck is going on, man?
The Babylon Bee had like an article that like sound real like recently. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, that sounds like a real article, and you guys are trying to be funny. Anyways, all right, dude.
This actually, the article that I'm about to share with you is probably a good segue into your article too.
Oh man, okay.
Sort of, but not really, but sort of. Okay, let me share it. Bam. Okay, let me share it with you so you see it. Screen share. Here we go. Check that out.
Oh, I saw it. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna go be non-binary. I live in Palm Springs. I think I can get away with it. I don't think I will fracture too much of my soul.
How about that face on the top right corner,
way.
dude? That face on the
Oh
top.
my God, what happened to her? She looks like Yolanda Saldivar with like mumps.
All right. This
What
one.
the hell is that?
Yeah, exactly. It just disappeared now. Oh, it's back again.
She's back. Watch out.
Okay, so this one is by timeout.com.
That is great. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
I'll sell out for $900 a month.
Article was written by Erica Mailman, which was
Is that a real name?
this one was not produced, but what's
Published.
published April 7th. How do I even read this? Dude, you people in California, man. I used to live there. Fucking leave, okay? I'm telling you right now, leave.
Don't bring them over here, Speak. We got enough of these people over here.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Palm Springs will give $900 per month to transgender and non-binary residents. What the hell is a non-binary?
I can
dude?
tell you what, they're going to have an influx of weirdos over there.
Where? Over here in Palm Springs? Dude, I mean-
Yeah, you know, all the transgenders are going to run over there.
Well,
I mean, not that you could probably find a rental for like $900 a month, but you know.
well, Palm Springs is already known for being like a gay community out there. So
It's like that's near Coachella, right?
yes.
Okay, I stayed there. I stayed in Palm Springs when I went to Coachella one year, and I thought it was an ugly town, except for where it was nice, you know.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sinatra had a freaking house out there too.
Mm.
Yeah.
I almost stayed at a gay resort when I went there, and it's a good thing I didn't because
Trouble.
even though I didn't know what it was, I would have been awfully surprised.
You'd be.
I would have been like, why is everyone walking around naked and on each other's legs? Like, what kind of place is this? I thought it was just gay friendly. Okay, and you know, and I was already in my 20s then, mind you. I told you I'm a late bloomer. I'm the kind of person that could be.
See, it would have been even worse because if you're in your 20s, man, come on.
I was like in my mid 20s, and I'm a late bloomer. I'm the kind of person that you could be batting hearts at me with your eyes and like send me love notes, and I still would not get it. So if you're gonna be following me around naked, I'd be like, what is going on here? Like, people do this? Yes, I was sheltered.
Well,
y'all,
I
okay?
mean, well, you know, in all fairness, and the only reason why I know this is because gay men have hit on me before.
Mhm.
And they're very obvious. Like
doesn't surprise me.
dude. They'll be very straight up about
Oh, yeah.
what the
Men are
intent
worse
is.
than
dude.
women. Men are worse than women. I mean, they will. Never mind. I was gonna be graphic, but I won't. I'll spare you guys. I'll spare you guys. You think it's bad the way they hit on it? I could tell you guys some stories, but
you know what? I was always I
this is
told
a family show.
I told my wife. I said to her, why is it always gay dudes like hitting on me? Why can't like hot chicks hit on me? Why is it like that? Why?
And what did she say? I wanna know.
Exactly what you just did. She laughed at me.
Oh my goodness. I want to know what your wife said.
No, she laughed at me. Anyhow, let's go ahead and start with this ridiculous story, man. The LGBTQ, let's just call them alphabet, man. The alphabet community
Destination?
Haven? Is that Haven? That's Haven, right? I was like, is that Haven? Because it doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, Haven. I was
Haven,
like, what are you
okay,
reading? You're reading the subtitle. I was like, I was reading the yeah, Haven.
Okay, so the alphabet community Haven is doing even more to support its residents. Already known as a alphabet friendly destination. We'll just call them alphabet because it's just a shortcut.
Yeah.
Palm Springs, California is doing even more to support its transgender and non-binary residents. What is that?
I don't know. We couldn't figure out last time, remember?
I know. No kidding, man. As reported by Fox News, the city plans to pay a universal basic income. Dude, okay, let's just get this straight. Like this, no pun intended. Like this is taxpayers' money, man.
Yeah.
I wonder how they feel.
No, you're right. There is no pun there, dude. Like it is. Now that you say it, yeah. You're gonna have, man. I would be furious if I was in California.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
would be so pissed off. I'd be like, my money is going to go to pay for these freaks to live.
And
out
they don't
in
even
the
have
desert.
to. I mean, my understanding is they don't even have to prove if they are or if they aren't. All they got to just say is that they are. And then on top of that, like, it doesn't matter how much you're making.
That's it. I'm moving to Palm Springs. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, $900 a month ain't gonna get you shit, to be honest. It won't even get you a room to rent.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, good luck finding a rental cheaper than that, right?
Yep. Good luck. Up to $900 a month to trans and non-binary residents if they meet a certain income threshold. Oh, yeah, right. What is that certain income threshold? The city
I know,
council
right?
voted unanimously to fund the pilot. Here's a pilot program. There's the spin. The pilot program and earmarked $200,000 for it. So this is not going to last long because $200,000 is not that much money when it comes to like giving. This is helicopter
Don't-
money all over again, dude.
Don't they know how many trans people there are nowadays? They're not exactly a dying species. They seem to be like multiplying.
That's weird for a community that can't have babies. They're
They're
multiplying.
multiplying. How the hell did they do that?
They're initiating
do
more.
that?
They're initiating more people into their club. Is what they're doing.
It's all RuPaul's fault.
Yeah. The group mayor for a guaranteed income has gained considerable support in 62 U.S. cities. What? No.
Wow.
That can't be true,
Compton.
man.
It says Compton. Read it.
With 28 pilot programs underway in cities such as St. Paul, okay, that's Minneapolis, right?
No, Minnesota.
Minnesota, Denver, okay, that's pretty liberal there. Baltimore, oh, dude, Baltimore's a shithole, dude. Compton,
Dude, where all the gays have their pants hanging below their butt. I can see that. I guess they're all non-binary down there, right? They all serve that time.
You
I
know,
remember
okay,
when Compton was like the hood,
dude, no,
You know, like
no. Compton is heavily Hispanic populated
oh well, that
now.
makes sense too because you know what, you have. I don't even know if I want to go there, guys. Yeah, you know, Hispanic or Mexican Hispanic men tend to like, you know, do it with each other. Whether they have a
What?
wife, a girlfriend, it don't matter. It's the craziest thing, and it really freaked the hell out of me. I was like, "You guys are straight. What the hell are you doing?"
Well, that came out of left
Anyways.
field, sort of.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I'm speaking from. I guess I'm scarred. Anyways, carry on, sir.
Okay, so Newark, that's another city that's liberal. That's in New Jersey. Santa Fe, is that in New Mexico?
Yes, sir.
Is that a
It's
liberal
pretty gay
city?
over there.
Is
It's pretty
it-
gay.
is
You know,
it-
New Mexico is definitely liberal.
Okay, and others.
Yeah, they're all soy Indians over there.
Yet not everyone's in favor of universal basic income programs, including Palm Springs Mayor Lisa Middleton. In December 2021, she became the city's first openly transgender mayor, and the third.
But she's not in favor of it, though.
Wait, let's read on. Let's read on. And the third one, The third one nationwide. It was. Why does it
Who's
matter?
counting? No,
Dude,
just
why does it
kidding.
matter who they sleep with, dude?
Or what? Yeah.
It was
What they
previous
are.
Mayor Christy Halsteig who first advocated the guaranteed income in Palm Springs. Mayor Middleton told Fox News she voted yes to the city council, thinking the $200,000 would fund a local health center's application to the state for funding rather than going straight to residents. I mean, common sense would tell you that people.
She thought they were going to open a state-of-the-art bathhouse.
You went there, didn't you? You went there.
I had to. That's all they think about.
She thinks funding should come from state or federal wells rather than municipal.
Huh.
Oh, great. So you want to get us involved in paying for that shit. CEO of DAP Health, David Brinkman, says the city's transgender population faces housing insecurity. Come on, dude. Really? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Joblessness and discrimination. No,
It's because they're all drug addicts. That's why.
I think it's the opposite, man. I think these motherfuckers are discriminating against straight people. That's what I think. The 18-month program will fund 20 transgender and non-binary Palm Springs residents.
Oh, just 20 of them.
Oh, jeez, man.
So they put a cap on it at least.
Well, I mean, it is
man.
only a pilot program.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
That is. Oh man.
This is news?
I know, really. This is the news of a sick, sad world, right?
Man, How can you get surprised anymore? How can you get surprised anymore, man?
Nothing surprises me anymore. That's pretty sad.
It is sad. It's very sad. All right, let's go back to the bar where this bourbon's been pouring for such a long time. You know,
I get you some new bar scenes.
I need to start doing some upgrading to the bar, so to say. I need to do some upgrading. Let's see. Relanon says listening intently. Lost Mom says 5x5. Off the cuff news says test. Lost Mom says maybe part of California will break off and become New California and be the 51st state. Don't hold your breath.
I heard there was developments on that. Actually, there was just a story where they were talking about getting enough signatures to move forward. I mean, of course, they still got all the other hoops to jump through. But
here's my thing. Okay, you can get all of the signatures you can get, but shit ain't gonna change. Look what happened to Larry Elders, dude. He got the signatures, and look what happened. Who's still the governor
fraud?
there?
Fraud happened.
Who's still the governor?
Fraud happened.
Well, exactly. That's my point. Like, you can do all the things you can do by the book, but because
don't give it ojo. That's what I'm saying. Like, just you say it's never going to happen. No, don't give it ojo. Just say it's a highly probable likelihood that it will not occur, but there's always a possibility.
Yeah,
leave the door a crack open. Speak. Please.
Okay. Here's the possibility. Spiritual intervention. That's the possibility right there. Spiritual intervention.
That's a higher probability.
I have to agree with that, man.
That's a higher probability than the reverse.
I escaped California for a reason, man. And that was one of, like, I already saw things coming, dude. And I'm glad I did it before the whole pandemic even happened.
Dang.
Yeah. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I freaking escaped that place. And I understand why people don't want to let go of California. I totally get it. But you gotta understand, dude, at some point, like, you have to let that go. And you gotta go where you need to go for your best interest. Because the more you stay there, unless you're really gonna stand up and, like, if you're gonna prep and you're gonna really defend, and I hope you guys get what I mean. If you're gonna defend what's yours, I get it, but man, it's an uphill battle, man. It's an uphill battle. Your life and your life and your health and your quality of life matters more than staying there and fighting. That's just my opinion. That's why I left.
Yeah, and also if you have a family,
Well, that's part of it too, but some people, they, that pride, man, that pride of, like, fuck no, I'm standing, no. Sometimes you got to be smart about it. You have to. And I get the whole pride thing because I used to be very, very prideful about things like that. But I think my journey, my spiritual journey now has kind of tamed the prideness down a bit, because I used to be very proud, man. I used to be very proud, and you understand, dude, like, sometimes that pride can kill you.
I just can't picture you like that. Speak. It's
Like
not
what?
the person I met. Like when you say you used to be very prideful and stuff.
Well, shit, that's the reason why I got in trouble to begin with, because I was very prideful. You know what I'm saying? I was very prideful. I was prideful for the fucking country, man. I was prideful for what this country stood for. At least what I thought what I thought the principles were and stuff like that. But come to find out that, I mean, not based on the principles, but based on the industry that I used to work for. I thought that I was on the right side. Obviously, I fucking wasn't. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the pride will fucking kill you, man, and it's not worth it sometimes. It's not. You got to think about you. Sometimes you do. Your longevity. You got to find what your purpose is, and don't get sucked in, because who knows? Who knows what this whole thing's all about? Is it designed to fucking, like, have people go against each other so then the people on the top can have it for themselves? just kind of take a step back and slow down and look at the whole picture. Like, come on,
Yeah,
that's
I hear you.
that's what I'm trying to say,
And I kind of been doing that the last few days, and it's not a pretty picture. But we'll save that for a C report or something.
Yeah, man.
Actually, no, man, that'd be like Mr. C in the Dark special report.
I think so too. And
the black pill episode.
No, and dude, don't
no, not that I would black pill people, but
don't ever think that way, because it's not. There's a point. There's a point. Okay, so this whole truth seeking thing, right? There's a point that you get to where you're asking yourself, what the fuck is all this for? What really is this for? You're beginning to think, because even the path that you take where you think that it's the right path, you're thinking to yourself, well, fuck, how come some people are making these weird ass moves that it doesn't settle with me, but yet I'm still kind of, you know what I'm saying? So
I hear you. I've been digging. I've been doing some digging, and the only thing I got to say about that, and I'll probably just leave it here, is that I always said, as a patriot or someone who is fair-minded, you have to look at both sides of the coin. You have to address both conversations, even if it's hard, even if it hurts, even if it's something you don't want to hear. You at least need to be aware of it so you can assess it and then move on from there. That bad.
Well,
anyways.
Well,
okay.
no. That's fairly said. That's fairly said. And it was for me, it was easy for me to let go because I established this relationship with Christ, and this is the path that I took. I'm not saying that you should take. Like, I'm not. You get to do what you want to do. You take whatever path is right for you. But based on things that I've been through, and based on the things that have happened to me that logically didn't make sense to me, the only logic it had was the spiritual aspect of it. That's where I'm at, man. So yeah, we'll just kind of leave it at that.
Yeah.
So
heavy.
It
All
is.
right.
Oh man, today was today so far has been a heavy fucking conversation day, dude.
But the good thing is I still feel pretty light. So it's been heavy, but I still feel pretty light.
Yeah,
so
no, you're
good.
right. It's still a light, but like our conversations it's a good conversation. Not we're not kind of I don't know.
We ain't phoning it in. I know I'm not.
I guess
I could go off into so many other directions. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know you could. I know you
I
could.
really could. Like some of this information that I've been coming across, like right now, is directly ties into like that last statement that you made right now about the spiritual aspect of it, and like I don't know, and then that ties into like an astrological physical aspect of it, and it's
We'll
immense.
save it.
Yeah,
because I don't want.
Yeah,
I want you to have your own
tonight.
Yeah. So, no. We want you to have content for that for your In the Dark show.
Oh man. Oh Lord.
For
sure.
We want you to have content for that. So don't give up too much.
No. Yeah. I mean, one of the topics in particular needs to get out like within the next 3 days. Anyways, we still have 3 days. So all right, let's go.
We have 3 days and one more article to go.
Yes, sir.
Dude, we're gonna end it with this one.
Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself.
Okay, so we segued with the fucking with the whole
transgender
the alphabet
invasion.
people. Yeah. And we're gonna cap it off with this one here tonight.
We're gonna cap it off with their plan, with their agenda for the children.
Okay, hold on. Let me share it
That's
with
what
you
we're gonna
first.
do.
Okay. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me share.
Oh
let me
my
share
God.
let me share it with people here.
This is
Bam.
oh.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so like there wasn't in New York, there was a situation that was similar to this, except it was 5th graders, 10, 12-year-olds, and they had a video, but it was not like this one. Anyways, okay, so
hold on, dude, because last week I did an article on a nurse who was complaining about a kid who was on blockers, remember?
Oh yeah, you did. No crap.
Yeah.
So I guess this is just the exact opposite, huh? So that wasn't that in California, that nurse that you read about?
No, it was. I think it was in like Virginia or some shit like that. I don't remember.
Well, this is Jersey. So Jersey. So you know how them Joysians they roll, you know, up there.
Fucking Sopranos, dude.
They're schoolhouse sickos. Oh man. Okay. All right, guys, get ready for this one. It says a New Jersey lesson plan endorses puberty blockers to fifth graders to manage teen years, and that's not the worst of it. Now, if I may, before we get into the speak, like, okay, so you know how they had this "Don't Say Gay" bill supposedly in Florida, right?
No, it's not what it's. I mean,
well,
I
no,
know what you mean.
We know that's what they
Yeah,
call it,
I know
right?
what you mean,
And
yeah.
it was like a one sentence and one section in the entire 9-page bill, right? I was perusing the channels on Rumble, and there's this one particular. It's ridiculous. It reminds me of like the story that we read in New York with the story about the Don't Say Gay bill, and it was a liberal like SJW like know-it-all like soy boy show, and he had a conservative host on so he could be balanced, and so she was doing a report on the Don't Say Gay bill, and he interrupts her because he gets triggered, and he's just like, hold on, I have to read it. And I was like, you're the host of a show, you haven't read the bill. And he was like, what are they even mad about? Is it this part, that part? I was like, you don't even know what the bill says. His co-host, who was a woman who is not, she's like, it's 9 pages, you know, like, read it, you know. And I was like, this is an idiot. And I was like, is this how this fool runs his show?
Yep.
Like, he doesn't read the,
dude.
Yeah, he doesn't read the bill.
Dude.
He didn't even know what it was about.
Dude.
And I was like, oh my god.
A lot of people just read headlines. That's all they fucking read. They don't read after that, anything past that. Especially liberals, dude. Liberals.
I feel like he was just reading memes or something. You know what I mean?
No, especially liberals, dude. All they do is read headlines and fucking go with it. They don't read the actual. They see the fucking bow tie on the gift, but they don't see what's inside the fucking box of the gift.
Yeah, it was just crazy because like that is such a sorry excuse for. I would not watch a show where the person who's talking like they know everything hasn't even read the damn bill, and yet he's got like 1,000 people in his chat and like, you know, hundreds of people watching around.
Well,
and I mean, not that that's what, but you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous because they're all following that same. It's like that same broken model, you know, and like everyone, they're all going to be like a degraded photocopy version of him thereafter, you know.
I mean, dude, we've had the discussion before, though. I told you a lot of people are fucking, dude. A lot of people are fucking lazy, dude. A lot of people are lazy to do their own research, man.
That's crazy, though. I mean, a show host.
Come on, man.
A show host.
come on, dude. We had this discussion multiple times.
Maybe the audience. But a show host. I was like, he's trying to debate this woman. He hasn't read the bill and he's asking her to explain it to him.
Are you honestly surprised? Are you honestly surprised? Seriously, are you honestly?
You know, I was, only because the person who spoke highly of this person, who's supposedly a conservative, but I'm pretty sure is a fake. Well, maybe he's not fake. He's just in it for the money. Promoted him, and he was like, yeah, we're going to be fair on this platform, and we're gonna have and you know, even the liberals are happy that we have him, and you know, they're coming over to the platform. And I was like, okay, let me go see who this person is that you're holding in such high regard. And I'm not naming names because I've already trashed on this person enough on my show. I'm not going to do it on your show.
Chat it, and because I don't know who you're talking about. Chat it, send it via chat.
Oh, chat. Oh yeah, I was like, oh, you want me to say it?
No. Say it via. I mean, send it to me via chat.
I don't want to start a fight because I think this little booger would start a fight. Like, I mean, I would do it, you know. I'd even go, let me get on your platform, bitch. No, I would not be accepted on that platform because I am older than 30. Okay, so like everyone on there's like 21. I don't want to be on that platform.
Lost cause,
I don't even know the terminology most of them use. Like when he's talking, I'm like, what does that mean? What does bricked up mean? Dude, anyways, okay.
Lost cause. I mean,
yeah, it's not worth it.
It's unfortunate too that my son, he's 22, and
don't tell me he doesn't have any sense though. Dude, he has to have some sense.
Well, for most part he does, but sometimes I'm like, dude, what the fuck, bro? But I mean, I kind of get it because when you're in your 20s, you're kind of stupid, you know.
Well, no, I mean, I know some rather smart. I know some conniving 20-year-olds too. But anyways,
my son is not like that. My son,
the conniving ones are the smarter ones, and the innocent ones, they can be perceived.
Absolutely, my son he's good. He's very good.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great son. The only drawback with his ass is that he's lazy.
Yeah.
And sometimes when
most geniuses are lazy.
I don't fucking care. Go out and do some shit, man. And sometimes I'd have to tell him, like, look, dude, it's fucking common sense. You do this to this, and then it'll happen that way. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. But no, he's not like these people his age. He's very respectful to many people, and he's a very thoughtful person. He really is.
That's a good trait to have, though. Like I got it, and you probably know this, and I'm sure everyone out in the audience knows this as well. Is that kind of trait is not so easy to find.
No, it's not.
It's not easy to find. So, if you instill that in your son, I say that is a damn good job, because there are some motherfuckers out there,
Oh, dude, you ain't got to tell me. I mean, we saw it in the video that we played earlier, dude.
But I mean, there are some real, when we're talking about like a non-work related, just like a people kind of thing, like, or maybe it's just San Antonio, I don't know, but there are some motherfuckers out there. I'm like, really? Like, you can't. Anyways, it's just I can't.
They're not just in San Antonio, buddy. I
did not run into people like that in Austin when I was in Austin. But
I've dealt with I've dealt with some youngsters in jail, dude. I've dealt with them, dude. Matter of fact, one of these motherfuckers sued me too.
Oh, really?
Because I did my job.
He was like, he handcuffed me too hard. Oh, dude, it's like there was this Breitbart video that I saw, and it was a police arresting a child kidnapper. So like they were chasing him in their car, and they did a tactical maneuver or something. The pit maneuver, yeah. And so whenever they're going up to his car, he's all, he hit us, man. That's wrong, man. Like, you just fucking kidnapped a kid. Like, what the hell?
Dude.
I was like, what the hell? Oh, it was so crazy. Man. He was gonna cry, the kidnapper. I was like, what the hell? Like, he was, and then by the time they got him to the car, he was looking at him like he was gonna sue him.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. What
does this kid want with you, like,
dude? Even if you're the one who fucking started all this shit, they still sue. That's just the way it is, bro. That's
crazy.
It is fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy, man. We're living in a fucking crazy world. It's crazy. Where good is bad and bad is good. And you know who does that shit? You know who reverses that shit? The devil does.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the world we live in, sir.
Yeah.
But it'll course correct.
Anyways, let's get back to this article.
Oh,
man.
yeah, we haven't even started yet.
Dude, honestly though, tonight's show is freaking fun, bro. I'm having a good time. I don't know about you, but I'm having a great time.
How about you guys, the audience? You guys having a good time listening to us?
I know, man. The chat has been kind of like they're not as active as they usually are. I don't know.
It's because they're so enthralled by our conversation. They can't help but just to listen.
Or they probably fell asleep already. Like,
oh no, my laugh is far too jarring for them to fall asleep. What are you talking about? You can make an alarm clock out of my laugh. Like, that'll get you up in the morning.
Oh man, it's nice to see some people out there though in the chat. Shout out to the lurkers, but man, say hi, man. At least say hi. Say hi. I'm here lurking. I mean, that's what I do. Well, dude, I do that all the time when I go on your show. I'm like, hey, I'm just here lurking. Yeah, at least I let you know that I'm here. I don't know. Consideration. I don't know.
I mean, for me, it's like, it's okay because then I won't get through my report next day. Because I'll stop it. Anyways, do you know how it goes when it's a hopping night? Hey, Coco Scott.
Oh my goodness, Coco! I haven't seen you in so long.
Woo!
Coco, how
fished
you
him out.
been? My goodness, I haven't seen her in so long. That's fam right there, Coco. She's like one of the first persons that ever came to my show. Cool.
Awesome.
It's nice to
Yeah,
know that
you're
you're
an
lurking
OG
out there.
just like me, Coco.
It's nice to know that you're lurking out there. I know sometimes I see your likes on the Facebook stuff. So thank you for lurking. Thank you.
Awesome. Very cool. All right, guys, it's time to enthrall y'all with this article. Get
Oh,
ready.
gosh.
Hold on
Brace
to your
yourselves.
pants and
Brace
don't
your
let them get twisted.
yo. Brace yourselves, okay? That's all I'm gonna tell you guys right now, because we may or may not play some videos that this thing has. We may or may not depend. I think I might get striked for this on YouTube, but I don't know.
Nah, you won't. You won't get strike for it. They like child porn. Anyways, okay. Oh, they're like, what you talking about? Okay, guys. So the article headline said puberty blockers. It gets much deeper than that. Okay.
Yo, it gets way deeper than that. Way deeper.
Yeah. So it goes like this. New Jersey public school students as young as 10 years old could be taught that puberty blockers are an acceptable way to manage adolescence, and that masturbating a few times a day
Oh gosh.
is a healthy way to relieve. Are you kidding me? Is a healthy way to relieve stress, according to sample lesson plans being reviewed by the state's school district.
Hey, dude, it does relieve stress, okay?
You know, but I mean, okay, here's where I kind of, when I first got, where I kind of stood on this is, okay, you know, I get it. That's something that we learn when we're in our 20s. It relieves stress. When you're in your teens and you ain't supposed to be doing it, and it's all about shame and embarrassment, and being afraid that you're going to get caught.
Oh,
But
dude,
they're teaching them at 10 years old.
Dude,
that
I've
it's
been
okay to
caught.
go
I've
ahead
been
and-
caught a few times by my mom.
Damn, dude. I was never
That's
caught.
embarrassing, dude. That is embarrassing.
I can
It's-
imagine.
you know what's even more
I can't
embarrassing?
imagine, actually.
You know
What's
what's more embarrassing? Getting caught doing it with your girlfriend by your own mom, dude. That's embarrassing.
Well, you know, I wasn't doing it, but I was in bed with my boyfriend when my mom found out I was gay. But
I mean, but were
that
you an
was a way
adult
for her to
though?
fight.
Were you an adult?
No, well, I mean, I think I was like 17 or 18. We weren't doing anything. Like we never even had intercourse until like I was 20. You know, like we would just lay in bed. You know,
Yeah, I was like 16. I got caught by my, I got caught by my mom, dude, doing.
and
the
you were
do.
deep in it, huh?
Dude, I was. Let's just say I was, okay. Dude, like that's an embarrassing thing, dude. And you know what's weird, dude? I had this, now looking back, I've had the feeling like, dude, was my mom trying to catch me? You know?
He was like, yes, he's not gay.
I gotta. It's almost like, dude, I gotta catch him in the act. I gotta catch him in the act.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I got caught.
Well,
I got caught.
well, I mean, I never got caught doing any of that. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so those, well, I don't know for you though, but for me, those are the feelings that were associated with it, is that it is all of those like precautionary type of negatory feelings. But what this tells me is that they're making it to where kids are totally comfortable being sexual with adults, which that to
Nah,
me,
man.
that because they're saying, hey,
No,
you're 10
man.
years old, you can jerk off 3 times a day, you can rub one out, you can whatever girls do, and like
Whatever girls do. We call, what we called that at work? Well, my old work, we used to call that
What?
Romeo Oscar 1.
Romeo Oscar 1, RO
RO1.
1.
Oh, I'm
What's
sorry.
that mean?
Romeo 1 Oscar, I should say. Romeo 1 Oscar.
Rubbing in out? No, I don't know. What does it stand for?
Romeo 1 Oscar is what you used to call that at work. I mean, if anybody's out there who used to be in the military or is still in the military, they know what that is. Romeo
Rio.
1 Oscar.
Romeo 1. What does it mean?
Romeo 1 Oscar.
I know, but like, what does that translate to?
Come on, dude.
Masturbating for a woman?
Yeah, well, it could
Fingering.
be masturbating for anybody, dude.
Oh, okay.
Rubbing one out.
Oh, Romeo Oscar
No,
1.
Romeo
rubbing
1. Romeo 1 Oscar.
So I didn't know that there was two call letters
Romeo,
for O.
right? Romeo, what, rubbing?
Yeah, rubbing.
And then
One out, but that's two
yeah.
O's, so shouldn't it be Romeo, Oscar, Oscar?
No, it's just
No, because then
Romeo.
it's gay. They're just
It's
kidding.
Romeo 1 Oscar, dude. So for you people out there who don't know what the hell we're talking about, now you know. When you hear that
Okay,
shit,
now I know.
and
I thought
somebody's
that was like, for like getting a pillow between your legs or something like that. Like I didn't know what that.
dude, you could
I
be.
thought it was an acronym
so,
for something.
So now people
rubbing
that
one out. That's what it is.
yeah, people now people know what that means. So if you happen to hear that when some people are talking about Romeo 1 Oscar, now you'll be like, oh shit, they're talking about that. Now you know.
Let's hope none of that's involved. But yeah, no, yeah. I mean, Lost Mom 815 grooming. Yeah, because can you imagine if you're 10 years old and you think it's okay to do that 3 or 4 or 5, 10 times a day, and then the adults talk to you about it at school. I mean, that just opens so many doorways, and I think that to me it has nothing to do with stress relief if you're 10 years old.
No, it doesn't, dude.
It does relieve stress, but maybe you should have some of that stress if you're 10 and you're doing those kind of things to your body.
Well, dude, what kind of stress could you be at 10 years old, man? Seriously.
No, I mean stress from getting caught, stress from being found out, stress from being embarrassed,
right,
at least that kind of a stress.
So what you're saying is that they're normalizing that shit.
Exactly, to where like they'll just do it. Like the next thing you know, they're gonna have kids masturbating all over school. Oh, I need to go take a masturbation break. I need to go release some stress. Like, when are they gonna have like a masturbation hall pass or what?
Right.
That's bad. That opens a lot of doorways. Don't you see?
No, you're right. You're right. Initially this is funny shit. It really is initially. But when you think about it, it's like, dude, this is not good for the children at all.
It's not good for our freaking society.
Yeah, I mean morality, dude.
Yeah, it is. I mean, give it 5 years, and you're gonna have freaking, teachers in the boys' room during masturbation period. They're gonna have a whole masturbation period. We're all gonna do group masturbation, so we can all rub one out in a timely fashion. Like,
dude.
Let's help each other out. Where is it gonna stop? Speak. Where is it gonna stop?
That's exactly where we're at now, though. Where does it stop?
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's crazy, and the video's crazier. I hope we get to see it. So, okay. The article says, New Jersey public school students as young as 2nd grade. I was not even nowhere remotely near the subject of sex in 2nd grade. And I would dare to say so was 98% of my class were not even thinking about that, right? Anyway,
second
not
grade,
even the boys.
I would say 2nd grade was the first time I had a crush on a girl. I can say
likewise,
that. But I wasn't doing any Romeo 1 Oscar either.
No, it was more like, holding her hand or something like that, right?
Something
or
like
like
that,
being able to say that was your girlfriend or whatever. Maybe
that.
getting a kiss on the cheek.
No.
Full tongue. No, just
No.
kidding.
Damn, dude.
I
No.
understand. Not the kids today. I just wanted to hang out on the same swing set with her. That's all. Anyways, I just wanted to sit with her at lunch. It says New Jersey public school students as young as 2nd grade will be getting lessons related to gender identity under state sex education guidelines that will take effect.
Are you kidding me, man?
Nope. It's happening in September.
What is the importance of these children knowing about sexual orientation, dude?
The personal feelings of their teachers.
These
that's the importance. The personal feelings of their teachers. Their teachers need it, not the kids. The teachers are the ones that need it. I'm telling you, they are the ones from our generation, mine and yours, that were, whatever the hell their problem is, they need to do this to the kids because it's their problem, not the kids' problem. That's the issue. This is the teacher's issue. Go and watch like what was it, the Week in Culture when Fleckus, like that dude that one he's like I don't know if you know who Fleckus is. He's like a funny
he carries a spoon, right?
And he just released a new toy line.
What?
He released some toys. He has 2 toys. The first 2 toys, they're called like Culture something or other. The first 2 toys. The first one is a rhinoceros with an eye badge on it, like and that's Dan Crenshaw. It's rhinoceros an eye patch, and that's Dan Crenshaw. And then the second toy that he released is the Hillary Clinton 911 black van ambulance that she gets carried away in. I was like, holy crap. I was like, this dude's a fucking genius.
Oh no, he's always been good, man. Because he does the whole man on the street thing, and you know, just when you look at him, you'd be like, dude, this guy's liberal. And that's what that's what they and then the people that he interviews, they're probably thinking, oh, this guy's, you know, he's liberal.
He's a big old teddy bear. Look at him.
But then he asks these questions, and people, and then, you know, he kind of gives them some reasoning, and they kind of think about their answer too. And he's good. He's good.
It's like only some people can do that, man. Anyhow, like, so this is happening in September in Boise. It says the sample lesson plans were reportedly given to the parents at a February 22nd meeting for the Westfield Board of Education in Westfield, New Jersey. According to documents obtained by the outlet, New Jersey school districts are reviewing new sex education plans that push animated videos known as a maze.
Oh, gosh,
for
man.
a maze of what? Confusion and demoralization for fifth graders on graphic sex-related content. One of the videos states, if you feel you want more time to explore how you feel about your gender before your body starts to change, it's important to talk with the parent, counselor, therapist, or doctor about the feelings you have regarding your gender.
That I can agree with, but the problem is,
no, they shouldn't even be introducing that. What kid has a problem with their gender at that age? You know, I mean, unless they're being bullied, unless they're overtly feminine and they're a boy, or they're overtly butch and they're a girl, I really don't think kids have that issue. Oh, wait, I forget. They get TV, internet, and Disney like all of their life until they go to school. So maybe they will be confused by then.
Right.
Maybe they will be confused by then.
Here's the thing. I think a lot of them are being bullied about not being gay now. I think
that's crazy, dude.
I think the tables have turned, to be honest.
That's crazy. You know, it's like the gay mafia is into school now, or what?
Dude, and you know who's the one who the ones are bullying is probably the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You're right. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt there's some that do that. You know?
That's so sad, man.
It's very cringe, man.
Like these children they're just trying to learn how to tie their shoe. For
all these poor kids, dude.
Yeah, man.
All these poor kids, dude, had no fucking childhood. They had no.
They're being robbed of it, man.
Yeah, man. Like they're being robbed of their childhood, their innocence. They're being robbed of that simple joy. They're being robbed of all of that. They'll never have any of that.
Boy,
that's kind of sad.
I am glad.
When I think about my childhood, I'm like, I feel bad for these guys. Man, I had a pretty good childhood.
I am glad that my daughter's not going through any of that shit, and she never had. She's always been homeschooled since kindergarten. She's still homeschooled, and she still acts like a child. And, you know, she doesn't care about the whole boy-girl thing right now. You know, she's the only girl in the block that, you know, that has children her age, but they're all boys, and, you know,
watch out. Just kidding.
No, I know. Especially now that we're beginning to freaking, you know, because their body's changing and everything. Of course, I'm looking out for that. But what I'm saying is that that doesn't concern her, dude. Like, she doesn't care about that kind of stuff. But I guarantee you, like, you know, if these other children around here are going to public school, they're, you know, I already see it too, man. Like, some of these children will bring the race issue, and I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like, why does that even matter, dude? Just, if the person's cool, they're cool. If they're not cool, then they're not cool.
It's crazy. That's crazy. That's a topic of conversation for someone that age. Yeah, I never would have been, you know, when we were that age, and that never would have been a topic of conversation.
I never cared about that kind of stuff, man. I mean, the only thing
I don't know no kid when I grew up that was like that. I don't know a single kid that was like that at that age.
The only thing that I guess you could say surprised, or that I like, it was just the color of the pigmentation. That's the only. But other than that, it was like, if you're cool, you're cool.
Were we that different off the island, or what? No,
I mean, because I've had black friends in school, because the high school that I went to, was next to a military base, and there were a lot of base kids that went there. And of course, you know, you have the white and the blacks. You had some Hispanics. So to me, like, as a matter of fact, dude, like I wanted to be, I wanted to be black, dude, because I was so entrenched with the whole hip hop culture. I love playing basketball. I wanted to be one. I was like, dude, I want to be just like so and so rapper and all that stuff, man. I embraced it. So, you know, that's, if anything, I embraced it more than I was like scared of it. So
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I was scared of it anyhow. So no, just kidding.
Man,
I
hold
just
on.
disgraced it.
So Coco Scott's making some points here. She goes, I pray everyone has a will and a way to snatch they babies out of school. I hope so too. Like, you know, yeah, is it going to be a hard time for you financially or even with time? Yes. But at this point in time, like you should start thinking less about yourself. Like, are you going to have to make sacrifices? Yes. Make the dang sacrifices. Because your kids are going to learn those sacrifices and make the same great sacrifices as you have made for them. You know, live as an example. I pray for that too. You know, I agree. Speak. I am almost positive it's the teachers bullying and peers. No, that's the way. That's what I've been noticing too on social media videos of teachers talking about all this stuff. And you know, there's no doubt. And I've seen like other videos like these teachers who are bullying these kids who come in with like a Blue Lives Matter hat or t-shirt or something.
Or no mask.
Yeah, that too. And she goes, I agree, Mr. C. They being robbed, innocence lost for real.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. This is a different generation. I think it's fair to say that when we were younger, we didn't have to go through all this bullshit that's going on with children now. This is crazy, dude. This is way too much for kids to even handle.
I know, man. Can you imagine what they're gonna be like when they're adults?
Well, I mean, come on. We already seen the effects of that.
Well, then imagine how these ones are gonna be,
Dude.
when they get to college.
Dude, which is why I think,
You know what we can hope though. Oh, go ahead. What were you say?
No, that's the reason why I think spiritual intervention is probably going to come sooner than later, because I think there's a point where God's just going to say, you know what, this is too much, dude. This is just out of hand. Like, I've given you people so much chances to fix yourselves, but yet it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. This is too much.
I don't think God's that depressing though. No, just kidding. No, I mean, I'm just playing. I don't mean to, blaspheme or anything like that.
Oh, I don't think I don't think you're blaspheming him. No, go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, I was just gonna say, maybe it'll get to such a breaking point that there's a collective snapback, and they all decide not to be that way. Like, I don't know that, so, but that's, man. Yeah, no,
that's far-fetched.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah, but
I gotta create that pathway.
I understand. I understand the whole thinking positive, but you can't rob yourself of the possibilities of the realistic part of it too.
Well, but I mean, I'm not robbing myself of it, because they'll be the ones who are adults by then. I'll be an old man. So I'm talking about for that generation.
It might be sooner than later. I'm just saying, it might be sooner than later.
True that, but I mean, it's take for example, like what's going on in the world today, in regards to, and I know not everyone sees it this way, but like when you think about what's going on with stupid politics, but more importantly with nations, and then also with the media, it's getting to a breaking point to where you're going to have a collective snapback, and people are going to be done with it, and I mean, I know you don't, but like I do. And and I'm just saying, like, and that in itself could be divine intervention. And it might not be sudden. It could be subtle, and it could be gradual. It might not happen all at once, but you'll start to see pushbacks. And I mean, I already see it happening. It's very gradual, but it has to get really obvious, which could also be
It's already
synonymous with
dude.
really bad. Yeah, well, you know,
It's
that's the-
already obvious, man. I mean, if people
It
can't see
is.
it, then I really don't know.
I
what
say obvious in lieu of saying really bad, you know, because some people say it has to get really
This
bad
is
before it gets really good.
This is
So
really
instead of
bad
saying
already.
really bad, I say really obvious. Yeah, it is. It is.
It's really bad, dude. I mean, there's no subtlety anymore. They're just out and open about what they do, what they say, what they think. It's do without wilt. It's that do without wilt
yeah,
mentality,
it's
dude.
Yeah, it's a canto of the
Look,
Satanists.
I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything, dude. But
Uh-huh.
this is just things that I've observed. And
You're speaking from reason and experience and pragmatism, so it's not.
right.
It's a point of view, you know. It's not like
And believe me,
necessarily
man,
Debbie Downer.
I get the whole thing about being positive because you need to keep that going for people to have hope. Yes. But it just, you know, I just don't like you know, and I'm not saying it's false hope because I really want, just like you, I want things to be better. I have a child. I have children, man. Like, I want things to be better. It has to get better.
Mhm.
But if I continually see this thing just not getting better, then how else am I supposed to think? I mean, I think I'm contributing to making things positive, where I'm trying to convince people having that relationship with God.
You're working in the back house, sir, just like my brother. You're working on the spiritual side of
Yes,
of
absolutely.
the thing. Yeah. And-
Because that's a good foundation right there. I mean, if you have
Mhm.
that, then you have nothing but good to share with people. You know what I mean?
Mhm. It's true, because that in itself is a positive force. So,
Absolutely,
That's
and
true.
it's a freaking strong force as well.
100%, sir, 100%.
All right, let's keep going.
And we will keep on grinding through. All right. So it says here, after some discussion, this is still talking about the videos. After some discussion and counseling, you may be referred to an endocrinologist. Endocrinologist specializes in hormones, and they are the most likely to prescribe puberty blockers for someone who wants them. The video continues. Puberty blockers are medication that will stop your body from changing. So
Jeez.
that is permanent destruction of
Mhm.
their reproductive organs, which
Yep.
is child abuse. That is
I
child
agree.
abuse.
I agree.
They are not done growing, nor physically nor mentally, and they're going to destroy their ability to reproduce, whether that be male or female.
Dude, you're pretty much destroying what God's made you as.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, exactly. You're basically attacking the very system by which God creates life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And there was a study that had just come out where they found that when the sperm meets the egg, there's like a spark of carbon light. So I mean, if you were to take that spark as energy, that could literally be like, you know, I used to think, I mean, because you know, I'm totally pro-life, right? And like, but I was like, maybe once the heart starts to beat, right? But if that spark of carbon energy is like the soul, or that light, that's a burst of light, that's the life, you
Yeah.
know. So that would mean it would literally be when the sperm meets the egg. Maybe not once sperm leaves, you know, the shaft, but but like once it meets the egg. And so they're also destroying that part of what we are given, you know. And they're totally mutilating these kids, and they're abusing them and taking advantage of them. They're taking advantage of a vessel, you know, a weaker being. And that is absolute abhorrent abuse of life and child.
And
you
they're
know?
not even giving them, they're not even letting them know that this could destroy you mentally in the future. Like,
Mhm.
you know, they're not warning him like this could cause also psychological problems in the
Yeah.
future.
And you know, and they don't even care about that.
They don't.
They probably don't even care about that. As long as you ain't reproducing, that's the master plan.
And,
And you know, if
no,
you commit suicide,
absolutely.
even better, depopulation.
No, absolutely.
know?
I mean, when it comes down to it, yes, it's all about the population. It's all about doing the opposite of what God has told us to do, which is, you know, He told us to
Go
figure-
forth and populate. I just kidding.
Yeah, no, well, I mean that doesn't
No,
mean
I know.
that
I know.
doesn't mean go sleep around, but we're supposed to continue the life cycle. We're supposed to have
Yeah, absolutely.
multiple children and keep it going. But these people, they're doing the opposite, and and that, not only are they stopping reproducing, but they're even trying to change the freaking genders of children, or even letting them know that, hey, there's more than one gender. More than one gender. More than two.
Yeah.
More than two genders. There's only two. There's only two.
There's only one gender. No, just kidding. Yeah. Anyways, because the woman came from. No, just kidding. We're not going to go there. Anyways, that. Okay, so let's go through this. It says, whether you identify as male, female, gender queer, or something else.
What is that?
Weird. I don't know. I always just saw queer as being weird, but some people get offended when you say that. Anyways, or something else, you're perfectly normal, and there are lots of ways to manage puberty so that it can be a fun, exciting time rather than a scary or stressful one. The video adds. I
don't think we're gonna do the video.
It's convoluted thinking.
I don't think we're gonna do the video, man. This is
why are we short for time?
That too, but I think because
it's too shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, it's already quoting a lot of the things.
I'll play it on my show.
Yes,
Is it?
Yes. You let me know. Are you gonna do that in the dark or?
It'll probably be in the dark.
Okay.
No, well, I mean, I could maybe recap. I would obviously need context. Yes. I would need context to show the video. I'm not just gonna go, hey, check out this video. Ha ha! Look what the liberals are doing now. That's not my kind of show. You know what I mean? Anyways, it says another video titled "Masturbation Totally Normal" teaches children that masturbation, even a few times a day, does not present a problem and is physically safe way to express sexual feelings. The animated video also shows a boy dropping his panties, really, not his pants. He was wearing panties, and masturbating under a blanket until he finishes and grabs a tissue. Oh, they forgot about the little pop. Did you hear the pop when you watched it? It was all boop when he came.
Yes.
I was like, they did not do that.
They did.
That's fucking disgusting.
It is.
It's disgusting.
And these are what they're gonna show children, bro. They're gonna show them these videos, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm saying, like, when I saw that, I was like, you're kidding. I was like, they just turned that whole class of boys gay when they showed this video. Anyways, a third video targeting girls promotes masturbation as a way to relieve stress and shows a young girl. This was weird. I was like, the little girl's looking. Okay, it shows a young girl examining herself with a handheld mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I was like, is she looking at a picture of a boy? And it was a picture of herself. So I thought that was weird. But now that they put it in the context of and it wasn't a mirror. It was a photo of her.
Yeah, it was a photo
because she
of
turned
herself.
it around. Yeah. But they said a handheld mirror. So is there something I didn't see there? Like, was she taking a look down south or something, or what?
I don't know, man.
She's gonna turn her into a lesbian.
I didn't dig that far to figure out. I just was watching the video. I was like, oh my goodness, dude.
I don't know. Anyways, it says another video called "Sexual Orientation Explained" tells kids that while many people know their sexual orientation at a very young age, it is also common at this age to feel confused about your thoughts and feelings about who you find attractive. In fact, you may find yourself thinking about people of the same sex and of the opposite sex and be unsure. The video adds, a spokesperson for Westfield Public Schools told Fox that the teaching materials are a sample list of sources. So can you imagine what else they're going to be teaching if that's just a sample? That's this is just the appetizers. Dildos 101. Anyways,
they already have transgenders reading them books in libraries.
Yeah, on their laps.
And dancing like it's a freaking strip club, you know?
No kidding. They're doing death drops. And anyways, it says a sample list of resources aligned with New Jersey's policy and are not official policy. During a presentation at the February 22nd Board of Education meeting We provided an update on the district's work to revise the comprehensive health and physical education curriculum. Superintendent Dr. Raymond Gonzalez said, I used to know Raymond Gonzalez. Raymond Gonzalez, you better get out of town. You know the parents are coming for you, buddy. Anyways, the presentation included a sample list of resources aligned to the New Jersey student learning standards to be considered as school districts work on revisions to the health and PE curriculum, Gonzalez continued. We made it clear at the meeting and subsequent meetings that there are resources only they are not state mandated, and the district is in the process of developing its revised curriculum to meet state standards, the superintendent added. While New Jersey broadens its sex education guidelines and school districts review new material involving gender identity that will expand its sex education curriculum in a woke, transgender, and gender ideology obsessed era.
There's the word, man.
Yep. You know what happens to woke? It goes broke. Other states are making moves to pass anti-grooming laws. Last month, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law the Parental Rights and Education Bill, which prohibits teachers from discussing sexuality and transgender ideology to children in kindergarten through third grade.
Why should there be a law for that?
Yeah, well, because it's a necessity.
I mean, if we're talking present time, yes, I guess, but why should there even be
realistically speaking, why, right?
You know, why are we having to teach, dude?
Because Satanists run the world. And they've turned everyone into their jesters and their court clowns, running around thinking they're doing the right thing, and all they're doing is being laughed at.
Unfortunately,
by the Satanists.
Unfortunately, you know? You're right.
Unfortunately, they're total jokes to them, and they are watching the world burn down with all these clowns doing this crap. It's crazy.
It is, man. I don't know, man. I really want to be optimistic about things, but every time I see something like a video about some kind of news report or something, it just gets more degrading and more degrading. Even the entertainment is, I mean, I'm a DJ, dude, and I follow music sort of because I mean, honestly speaking, like I can't do the new stuff. I just can't. I can't. But because I'm a DJ,
that's when you know you're old. No, just kidding.
No. Well, not only that, but
dude, I'm right behind you. So
because I'm a DJ, I kind of have to follow the new music and the new trends. I kind of have to, because that's, I have to play certain things for clienteles, and I just, oh my goodness, man, it's bad. It's gotten so bad. Out of control,
Yep.
Jeez,
they all fuck the pain away. Have you had to play that song yet? You're in Austin, you might have to.
And you know what's
you're
funny?
Like, what, Mr. C? What?
Well, the thing is too, I even got a offer for a last minute gig last night in 6th Street. I think it was the Jackalope. You ever been to the Jackalope?
Oh, damn. Yeah, I used to go there. Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't frequent it because it's kind of a jock bar, but like, they serve pizza and they had like nice, like dark corners and stuff. So
yeah, I was offered a last minute gig there yesterday, but I couldn't do it because I was busy trying to make a folder for a wedding, or not a wedding, but a birthday party that I got to do next month. So I told him, I'll pass because I have to do this. I have to make this music folder for my client coming up in May.
In a month. No, just kidding.
but yeah.
It's not even a month, dude. It's like, it's almost here.
And the thing is, like, he was asking me, do you have new hip hop? I was like, no, I don't. And I'm going to have to make a folder of new hip hop. And I really don't want to, but I have to, So
what kind of music does your son listen to?
My son?
Yeah.
Oh, he listens to all sorts of music, but it's mostly old stuff.
Oh, really?
Well,
I was gonna say, like, for me, dude, like, I was always able to stay current, well, to a point, but that's only because for some reason, I mean, I always dated younger than me, so they kept me current. You know.
Ah, I
That's what I was gonna
see.
say.
Yeah.
Find like a 20 or 30-year-old, maybe not 20, maybe late 20-year-old that you can tolerate, and just raid their music file or something like that.
No, I mean I have access to it. I mean I can get a whole bunch of new music, but for me it's cringy, man. Like listening to new stuff is very cringy, and it's I don't know, man. Like there's nothing artistic about it. If that makes
No.
any sense. There's nothing
No, yeah, I
there's-
mean it's all manufactured.
there's
like,
nothing appealing to me. Like there's no I don't know. I don't know. And,
See, I don't know. Like I mean, I haven't really listened to new music in a few years, you know, but I mean, to me, that's also like, that's also kind of like the problem with like, you know, listening to like top 20s, top 40s is you're going to feel like that, you know, like,
well,
'cause
and I had this conversation today during a DJ set I had with
Mhm.
somebody on the chat room, and we were talking about how like I compared music to like a home cooked meal. Like you know the difference in a home cooked meal. Somebody puts love into it while they are making it, which is why it tastes good, right?
Mhm.
Compared to like a mass produced TV dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where there's just
Absolutely.
it's just made. It's just made for convenience, and you eat it, and you just eat it because you're hungry. You don't eat it
Mhm.
because, and when you eat it, you don't feel that same gratification you do as
Mhm.
opposed to a home cooked meal because there was actually love put into it.
I hope not all modern music is like that. Oh boy, I'm getting scared.
It is. Well, I wouldn't say all. I
No.
wouldn't say all because I wouldn't say all because
Just dig a little bit deeper, Speak. You'll find some good stuff.
no,
I
there,
promise.
there is some good stuff. I mean, I have listened to some good stuff. I have listened to some good stuff, but
Nothing that comes on the radio, Speak. Stay away from anything that comes on the radio.
But I have to
And
get
anything-
stuff from the radio because that's what people like.
Not, you're in Austin. You can find modern hip hop that does
Well,
not come on the radio.
It's not just Austin because I have to do parties too, right?
No, well, I was talking about the jackalope.
Oh, the jackalope.
Yeah.
I'd be it'd be interesting to do. I've never been there before. I don't know what kind of crowd it is. I don't know.
It's divey, it's collegey, it's jockey. I mean, it's just a bar, you know. But pizza, they have a big old jackalope that you can get on.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh man,
A rabbit
Fun
with
times, dude.
a rabbit with freaking what you call it?
antlers on
antelopes.
it.
Yeah, antelopes.
Yeah. Dude, the minute when you get a gig on 6th Street, you let me know, and I will make every attempt to be in Austin that week.
Well,
or
I mean,
whatever.
I was offered one yesterday. I couldn't do it. It was very
that
last
would have been
minute.
too soon. No, just kidding.
It was
That would've
very
been too-
last minute, dude. It was like it was already like 8:00, and the gig was at it was at 9:00 that I got the text, and the gig
Oh,
started
no,
at
dude,
10.
I was like, you got to be setting up by 9. What are you talking about?
Exactly. I'm like, no, man.
I'd
I
be like,
can't
you know
do
where I'm
that.
driving in from?
I can't do it that
Parking.
late. I mean, but it was a Tuesday
Crazy.
night though. Is it still busy on a Tuesday night?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know because I haven't been there since like 6 months before COVID. But no, actually, I was there when COVID started. But like on a Tuesday night, 6th Street through Red River packed because Barbarella's. If you ever get offered a gig at Barbarella's, they get ready for a crazy night, especially if it's on a Tuesday.
Wow.
And you could probably get away with playing club hits, like you mix the club sometimes, throw in some some old hip hop that's cool, throw in some cool kind of like upbeat alternative. It's a gay crowd, so it's like all of
is
these
it?
gay. Yeah, that's. Anyways,
Thanks for the heads up.
throwing some Britney Spears. I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not. I mean, you would do well if you did that, and you'd probably get hit on a lot too.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing.
And they're all kids, so you'd be daddy.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't mind playing those but dude, the hitting on me it's another thing, dude. Like, I don't want that because I don't agree with it. And and I'm not being judgmental about anybody, but honestly, you're gonna have to answer to that at the end of the day, you're answering to it, not me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't mind playing like music for for that kind of a crowd, but just like leave me
Yeah.
alone, dude. I'm just a guy
Yeah.
playing music, man.
That's funny.
Anyhow,
funny, man.
let me go here with the comments real quick, and then we'll close the bar out. We'll start here. Wow. Okay, we got a pretty active chat towards the end here.
Awesome.
Dude, where should I start here? Here, Lost Mom. The globalists already think there are too many people. They want depopulation. Absolutely, they go by the the Georgia Guidestones. They go by that credo, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of it, like keeping the population low. Coco Scott says this is so sad, Mr. C. But it has to be known that their plan is and what they trying to do, even behind parents' back without parental consent. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. They're doing all this stuff without the consent of the parents, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey Blue says this world went to shit in just 2 years. Tired of it all. It's built up to this. It's built up to this, definitely. But the last 2 years definitely showed a lot. It showed a lot. It did show a lot. Lost Mom says millstone around their neck for all those who harm the kids. Coco Scott says, so what the jab didn't do, food shortage don't do. They're going to try to get the schools to do. Yep. Lost Mom says the food shortage will cause people to do things they wouldn't. I agree.
Uh-huh.
But I think this is my take on it. I think the people without the relationship are going to have very hard times. The people that do have the relationship with Christ, I think they're going to be covered. It's still going to be difficult, but they're still going to be covered by God because they are, with their faith being strong and all, I think they're going to be okay. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of people do a lot of really weird shit. You're going to see a lot of people reveal who they really are when these times come, for sure. I agree. I definitely agree. Whiskey Blue says, eat my neighbors. Laugh. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's going to come down to it with some of these people, right?
You're gonna be like, oh my god, I haven't had food for 2 days. Time to eat my neighbor.
Yeah, those cartoons when they start looking at somebody like a hamburger or something, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that, man. Lost Mom says it's not even a cultural thing anymore. When businesses start to normalize in their business practice with multiple genders on our forms.
Oh yeah, like what was it? Like if you go to the doctors and they're like male, female, bigender, just cisgender, whatever, all that stuff. Yeah, like they normalize it. Like it's like, why is that on this form? Oh, because we have to respect their feelings.
It's ridiculous, dude. Respect what, dude? It's ridiculous, man. Coco Scott says trying to sexualize babies that ain't even thinking about this shit. Yeah, Lord help us. Yep. Absolutely. I children don't be thinking about that stuff.
Nope.
They're thinking about playing with their friends, man. And they don't even
not playing with their Peters.
Right? Or whatever the female calls it when they're that age.
No, just kidding. I don't know.
Lost Mom says the Bible speaks against self-gratification. It is written in many verses.
Thou shalt have hairy palms.
Yeah. I've never done a dig on that, but
is that Old Testament? No, just kidding.
I can see that.
I'm pretty sure because whenever my dad gave I say us because I'm a twin, so he did it at the same time, so he wouldn't have to do it twice. Gave us the sex talk. He referred to scripture and he showed us a scripture about masturbation in the Bible, and that it was what who was that said that my thing went blank.
Lost Mom.
Lost Mom. Thank you. Sorry, my chat went blank. That yeah, it was about self gratification and abstaining from that, or exercising discipline against it or whatever. So it's there somewhere. I just don't remember where.
I mean, not only that, but you get this certain feeling of guilt after the action is done.
Mhm.
So I mean, that's not by accident. I think that feeling.
It's because you just killed some children. No, just kidding. You just-
Kelly Cummings says, "Or go blind."
you just took some life. You're using up all the God juice. Stop it. That's why you feel guilty, little bastard. No, just kidding.
But I mean, all jokes aside, though, I think that feeling was ingrained in all of us to know that it probably was the right thing to do.
I thought that was the Catholics. No, just kidding.
Well, in all fairness, I was raised Roman Catholic, so
Well, hey, and the witnesses had their fair share of guilt too. Trust me. So.
Bet. Speaking of which, I gotta shoot you the link, man. I gotta shoot you that link about it's a very interesting video, and honestly, the videos that this guy puts out, I really watch it a lot and I listen to his stuff a lot. But
cool.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued, sir. I'm intrigued.
I'll shoot it to you. I'll send it to you via email, if not through the chat here, or I'll shoot it to you via email.
Yeah, do email.
Anyhow, I had a good time today, man. Today was a great show, dude. We had a great discussion while we were talking about these ridiculous stuff going around the world. We really did.
Yeah, it was a good combo. I think all parties enjoyed. I know I definitely did. So it was that's another one for the books, sir.
Yes, it is. So before I let you go, why don't you go ahead and plug everything? Everything.
The list is getting longer. Speak. No, well, I'm
just trying to help a brother out, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you for that. I'm still not on Truth Social yet. They're having some technical difficulties over there.
Sure, they are.
They are having a bunch of technical difficulties, but it's okay. I'm not as optimistic about them as I am about the world, but anyways. And okay, so be sure to visit the creport.com to stay updated with what I got going on over at Mr. CTV. I'll be back on the air this week. Definitely we'll be doing some Scene the Dark shows. I know it's this week, right? It's
when?
Really like midweek.
Are you going to be on tomorrow or Friday or what?
I'm aiming for tomorrow, but don't hold me to it. But I'm aiming for tomorrow. And then we'll do, because I also still have a lot of watch parties. We got to watch part 3 of Just the Tip. Which, if any of you guys are familiar with that, it's a 3-part documentary that covers everything from the Save the Children movement to the adrenochrome to the child sex trafficking to the legal fights against it to the Q movement to everything. It covers everything. Anyways, we got one more part. Yeah, we got and the celebrity brainwashing in MK Ultra and the sex grooming, everything. So we got one more part to get through, and so I need to get that going also. And then I think on either Friday or Saturday, we're gonna do a panel about I think the Watch the Water documentary that just came out. It's gonna be myself, Java, and Aurelius Locke. So you guys could look forward to that. I mean, I think we're going to watch the video, or we might do a watch party for that, because I know a lot of people already seen it. I haven't seen it. I'm actually going to watch it tonight, and then before I go to bed, and then we'll do a panel on that either Friday or Saturday. And then other than that, I mean, I've been working on a lot of stuff while I've been off the air. So just stay tuned for future developments. And I think I might even try and get in an episode of the C Report Live Digs, which is kind of a specialized version of the C Report that I've done a few episodes for. I want to run one on Ukraine and Russia, because so much is happening over there that's so much particulars that it almost gets washed out, you know what I mean? Like with everything that's going on, like you can't really you can't really see the trees, you just see the forest. So I want to kind of do something where we just get to pick through everything, so this way we can look at it briefly, examine it, and move on, and kind of just get that info out there, so this way people can see what's going on over there, even though it's kind of watered down by this point, you know what I mean? But it's still important, because important things are still happening over there. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you much.
Your social medias, dude. You wanna
the
at?
C Report, Twitter at the C Report. I just updated my Gab. I've had it for like months, and I finally added a photo to it. So I don't even know what it is. I think it's Gab at the C Report, maybe. Of course, Pilled, Rumble. Please
you gotta
subscribe
get
to
yourself,
Rumble.
dude. You gotta get yourself a link tree, bro. Just put everything. Yeah, I'm serious. It's
You're right. I
just
probably
easy.
do.
Yeah. It's easier. You just,
It's explore. And then actually, I just started uploading clips to BitChute, and if you guys go to my
Nice.
Rumble page, I just clipped out the last episode we did. So you guys go check it out and see what you think about the clips. Because it's some are like 2 minutes, some are 10 minutes, some are 5 minutes. And then we're actually also about to start live streaming on Odyssey as well.
Whoa,
So I forgot, yeah.
cool, man. That's good.
So yeah, all
That's
that.
good.
So all that and a bag of potato chips.
I wish I had the time to put more love into this. I mean, I should, but I just been so busy with the whole DJ part of what I'm doing, man.
Mhm.
Since that's my main bread and butter, it's the skill that I had, that God has given me, and I'm trying to use the skill that he's given to me to make a living off of it.
Hell, you got a cool skill, anyways.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess you can call it cool, but shoot, man. I mean, let's just put it this way: the gigs are coming. They're coming. They're not coming as fast as I want them to come, but I also know that growing slowly is probably the best thing to do, because you don't make more mistakes than you would if you're like too busy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, Coco Scott, thank you so much for the phone. Thank you so much. Kelly says that's a great pour. Gosh, that's a smooth pour. It has been a smooth pour for the last I don't know how many minutes, but yes, I've dropped the tree link there for all the places that you can follow me. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, CloutHub, Gab, Twitter. I said CloutHub already. BitChute, YouTube, Twitch. You can also support the bar via the Gold Pills. I also got a PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and of course my merch store. I would highly recommend that you come support me via my merch store, because not only do you financially support me there, but you also kind of show everybody the shirt that's cool, or whatever it is that you got is cool, and they ask, "Whoa, where'd you get that?" And then you just say, "Hey, I went to this bar called the Speak Uneasy, and it's a cool bar." I don't know. I'm just saying. I make a horrible commercial, don't I? But
You'll get better.
It's a plug, man. What do you want from me? It's a plug. So yeah, those are the places that you can find me. And I'm also gonna start doing pre-recorded stuff on my podcast end with Anchor.fm. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, Mr. G, but I'm gonna start doing like little digs about like this first thing I'm gonna do is gonna be about the founder of the Jesuit order.
Awesome.
I still have to find my old notes from it, and then I will make a pre-recorded stuff on it. So check that out too. Everything
You could do. So you could do a whole dissection of like religious or like spiritual things. That'd be really cool.
No, that's kind of where I'm starting off with the founder of the Jesuits, and I think that's the direction that I'm gonna head, because I think that's where God wants me to do things right now. I honestly think He's calling me to go towards that direction. So that's where I'm gonna do my
Very
thing.
cool, dude. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Pre-recorded stuff. Anyhow, anything else before I let you go, my friend?
No, sir. I think that's about it. It's been a wonderful night. Thank you, and everyone out there. You guys have a great night, and we will definitely be seeing you around.
All right, brother. I will catch you on your show for sure, man. Even though I've been really busy and stuff, I've been wanting to catch one of your shows, so I'm going to.
Hey, the door's always open. There's always a seat.
I know, and plus I got some moderator duties to do in your shows
Oh
too.
yeah. Awesome. Well, cool. We'll be looking forward to it, Speak.
All right, brother. You take care of yourself. Good night, man.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night. Much love, everyone. And we'll talk to you later. Bartender friend.
All right, brother. Bye-bye.
See ya.
And there goes my brother right there, Mr. C. Mr. C. Please join him. The Mr. C report. He has a good show. If you're into the news and stuff, he actually does his work. So I would highly recommend. Let's see. Kelly Cummings is asking me who is the Bibleist. Oh, I don't know. I honestly, Kelly, I'm only here when I have to be here on the Foxhole. Unfortunately, I don't hang out as much as I used to because I have things I have to take care of on my personal part of my life. Yeah, so I've been busy with building up my DJ company, and I'm also having to do family stuff and then having to prep for this show. I'm only on here when I have to stream or if I'm going to go and support my brother, Mr. C. So I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe I would check the show. I don't know. I wish I had the time, but I just don't. I wish I had there's been a lot of channels here there's just been a lot of channels here popping up lately, and I don't know anything about anybody here, and I'm not saying that in a degrading way. I'm just saying I don't have the time. So I wish I could tell you. Anyhow, it's been a pleasure, guys. It's always a pleasure here on Wednesdays. It's always a pleasure here every day that I'm here. As you know, I do the show here live 3 days a week. Monday is the days where I really push hard for that relationship with Christ and God. I really do. Because I care about you guys. And see, thing is with me and this show, I've built relationships with people out there, and I hold those relationships very, very dear to me. I'm the type of person that I don't pretend. I don't know how to. If I like you, then I care about you, and I try to steer you in a direction where things will be better for you. I really do. And a big part of that for me is having that relationship with God, because, man, I tell you, like all I got is my testimony. I'm not a biblical scholar or anything like that, because I'm still a baby when it comes to that. But as far as my testimonies go, I don't have any motive to lie to you guys, So I share my experiences with you guys all the time. And God's real, man. God is real. From what I've been going through this past few years, especially after being baptized, man, God is real. God is real. So that's my Monday show. Usually I talk about the whole having a relationship with Christ. We've been digging into the book of Enoch as well, and we just finished also the movie Paul the Apostle, which was a great movie. It was a great movie. But prior to that, we did the Bible and AD, The Bible Continues, which were good shows too. Good shows. Not to mention, man, I guess this Sunday is when Christ rose from the dead. Man, interesting. So Wednesdays is the days that Mr. C and I share this channel here, where we do this bit called This is News, where we just kind of read articles of foolery and just kind of give our 2 cents into it and just have fun with it. This is one way to unwind too from all the craziness. But at the same time, some of the articles that we pick too, initially it'll make you laugh, but then later on when you read more into it, it's like, dude, this is pissing me off. And that's just how the show is. We try to put humor into it, but sometimes it doesn't end up that way because it's stuff that's actually happening, which is why it's titled This is News with a question mark. And then And then on Sundays, if you guys like music, I actually DJ live on Sundays from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time. So if you haven't given me a follow on any of the social medias that I mentioned, or even here on pill.net, or even on the foxhole.app, please give me a follow so you get the notification when I'm on. You know? Let's see. Coco says, got to go back to those replays. Yes. And I understand. I mean, people have things in their life that they have to do. Trust me, I'm the same way. Coco says, especially your shows about the Book of Enoch. I am very interested in the Book of Enoch. Yes, it is an interesting book, I have to say, but I think more focus needs to be on the Holy Bible, to be honest. And I those are great stories. The Book of Enoch was a great story. The Book of Adam and Eve was kind of good. We didn't go too much into it. It kind of got boring with the Book of Adam and Eve, man. And to be honest, the way the book was written with the Book of Adam and Eve, Adam seemed like a little bitch. I mean, I'm not being disrespectful, but that's the way it was painted as for Adam while I was reading the Book of Adam and Eve. So yeah. Let's see. Casual Gigi says, caught the last. Hey, it's nice to see you here, by the way, Casual Gigi. Also you, Kelly Cummings. I haven't seen you in a while. And Coco Scott. It was very nice to see you guys. It's been a while. It really has. Caught the last hour. Thanks for what you both do, Speak and Mr. C. Well, thank you for always coming around. You are probably one of the I would say you were one of the first people to come around the bar. Yeah, that's how I wanted to say it. Yes. Let's see. Kelly says, true that, Old Testament. Coco says, definitely the Bible, number one, roadmap, but Enoch on my radar. Yeah, Enoch it's a very interesting read. It really is. But yeah, come by. It's on Mondays, 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Anyhow, man, we are like 1 hour past the time. My old butts need to I got to get to sleep because I am a busy guy now. I wake up, I work out, I take my dog out, I run my business, chasing leads and following up with leads all day. DJ, I am just too busy. In a good way. Very productive. I've been very productive. So, as I end every show, always remember to be kind to one another. And when an opportunity presents itself to pick somebody up, please do so, because you're never going to know when you're going to need the picking up. So, with all that being said,
the bar is now closed.
I can't help but wonder if I'm under a spell. It's more than a passing notion. I've never fallen with such devotion. I can't help but wonder if it's only a dream. Am I naive or can I believe that things are really as they seem? Can anyone explain how to understand what's true? I know I just can't tame it. Whenever I'm with you, I can't help but wonder if you wonder about me, 'cause lately I can't help but wonder how wonderful this might be. Can anyone explain it? How to understand what's true? I know I just can't take it. Whenever I'm with you, but wonder if you wonder about me, 'cause lately I can't help but wonder how wonderful this might be, 'cause lately I can't help